Good evening, folks. What's going on? Let me get out of the poor little guy's way here and hide down here. What's up, Bearded Canadian? What's up, Satellite Sun? PM Collector Boy? Buster V? Le Retro Spiso? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I do hope you're doing well. Here's to you, friends. Decided to go back to my roots tonight with a good old-fashioned screwdriver, and it is just what the doctor ordered, I'd say. Chibi version of Final Fight? That is exactly what this is. I don't know a whole lot more about it than that. I can't give you any clever context or anything on it, if it's like part of a different series that got rebranded or where and how this came about, but that's not important right now. What is important is, hi everybody. Happy Thursday, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. It's been a nice day, a nice low-key day around here. I did some gardening, in fact. My wife was getting tired of the sheer volume of plants springing up in our rocky assemblage out front. So I went and did battle with just thousands upon thousands of clovers. Clovers are the worst. I used to think clovers were really cute and pretty and stuff, but they really are like the worst weed. Because you don't realize this. Underground, under the clovers, they're like bean sprouts. They have like thick white roots that are really wet and really gross. It's like some kind of like it's like thousands of alien fingers reaching up out of the soil that you can't actually like get a grip on to pull out. It was so awful. I've just taken to digging up clumps of them with the shovel, and even with that, I can't get down deep enough to get to their base roots. When I do get a hold of them and pull them out, the root is like this big. It's huge. It's just absurd. What's up, 2-Hit? Accidentally misread Hoshi as Hoshi. I think I was to see what I think you were. I think you were seeing what you wanted to see. Never thought I'd see the day I actually spotted sea turtles in No Man's Sky. Didn't even look weird or alien, just ordinary sea turtle. That was cool. Get a rabbit. Best medicine for a cough is a screwdriver, said Osh's doctor. Is just Oddish wearing a doctor costume in front of a mirror before making himself a screwdriver. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. Yeah, I won't even protest. That's basically what happened. Yeah. And I apologize for nothing. That's just what we're doing tonight, chat. It's the kind of night for that. Every once in a while, chat, we end up taking a break from the power hours, whether it's to play through some large console classic, or just because a holiday or a vacation happens. And as it happened, we've been away from Nintendo Power for nearly 2 weeks, because I didn't stream it all last week, me being sick and then being away. And I'm always struck by how relaxing these evenings are. You know, it's not like Morrowind was at all stressful, or like I was worried about getting through it or anything like that. Like we didn't have to finish the main plot last night. I could have easily gotten distracted and come back and done it on Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday, or not even next week, the week after. But man, like there's something about sitting here in the midst of these pages. Part of it is stream magic, I will admit. Part of it is me being in my little pocket dimension here on the very page itself, something that I always wanted to do since watching Nick Arcade as a child. It's very comfortable. It's very relaxing to be here and be surrounded by classic content that we can talk about, and we can play games or not play games as we feel so inclined. Permadeath Morrowind, that absolute cack build, that would not last long. Do permadeath Morrowind to make it stressful, yeah. That would last all of an evening. I have thought of playing other games to that effect. Specifically ARPGs like Titan Quest or Grim Dawn. I feel like if I ever wanted to stream those, I would probably do a hardcore character and just stream it until that character meets their untimely demise. Oh my god, it's Endive! Endive, buddy, I missed you. Did I miss you? Yeah, I guess I missed you. What's going on? Let me buttress my feelings real quick so I can prepare for this mentally. Did you hear about the mechanic who slept under his car? He wanted to wake up oily in the morning? Oh, that's repugnant on many levels. Good to see you again, buddy. Glad you're here. It's because you've been gone too long to have Pugsley requested again? Also true. Also true. Suddenly imagine a more cynical version of Dr. Mario where he tosses and rotates colored bottles of booze. Yeah, back alley Dr. Mario. But no, I love the Power Hours. The Power Hours are, I guess, the longest running feature on this channel. I mean, I don't really consider full playthroughs a feature. I mean, that's just a thing you do on stream. And variety nights have changed and morphed and mutated so much over time that I don't really see Friday nights as like a contiguous feature. But my god, we've been doing the Power Hours for years at this point, and the format hasn't really changed. We've only made it through 50 issues in all this time, and it's still just as entertaining to me to go through these and talk about all the games that I saw when I was a kid that I never got into, or did get into, or wanted to get into, and how Nintendo Power either sold me on them or warned me away from them. Talking about gaming, I come with news of good and bad games. Don't play Yakuza Dead Souls. Not worth it. Do play Ghost Trick. Very worth it. Well, everyone and their uncle has told me to play Ghost Trick at some point. I know that one's a fan favorite. I've also heard the Yakuza Dead Souls is bad. I remember around the time when that came out, hearing a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth regarding that game, because by all accounts, it should be good, right? Like, it's the characters you know and love in an absolutely absurd madcap zombie apocalypse scenario, but apparently it's just really unfun. Eventually it'll progress enough to get your teenage years, but that won't be for like a decade. Yes, the Power Hours will never die, because the Power Hours can never end. It's taken like, what, 2-3 years to get through 50 issues, and there's over 200 issues of Nintendo Power. And we seem to be slowing down the further we get in. So Fancy Maleeb, Ghost Trick good? So I hear. Ghost Trick good. Thank you for your incisive commentary. I'm gonna tell people to play Ghost Trick because anyone of good moral character has already played it. Well. Hard to dispute that, I suppose. I've told you to play Ghost Trick more times than I've actually played Ghost Trick. What's up, Shadows? What's your favorite traditional fantasy creature? I like Goblin. Goblin D's nuts. Oh, lovely. I love it. I love it so much. Not hard, only play the once, but still. Very mediocre, then the game makes you do a 50-minute chapter with no saves and terrible forklift puzzle. Ew, gross. Chapter 3 because of Dead Souls is shit. That's a shame. That's a shame when games take a turn like that. I am still playing Endzone World Apart. I am still building not Fallout settlements in the post-apocalypse and having a great time with it. I can make cake, chat. I sent an expedition to a cake shop and they brought back a recipe for cake. And oh boy, has the settlement never been more alive. I have brought hope to the masses. I have let them eat cake. I got a mission to make 7,000 pieces of cake, and I accomplished it. I was very proud of that. So, but no, I'm having a great time with that game. I'm finally getting into the prosperity stuff. There's 2 DLCs for Endzone and they're both endgame. Prosperity kind of lets you evolve your settlement from like a Fallout-esque shantytown to a more comfortable, recognizable city, and I'm just starting to crack into that with luxury goods and more stable building materials. And that feels nice. The other DLC I've heard is not very good because, like, it's super, super endgame, and by the time you get to it, you don't need anything else. You don't need any of the stuff you get from it, so. Hesitate call point and click because apparently it uses WASD controls. Lacuna is the current freebie on GOG. That was yesterday, so it's probably in this last few hours. Is Yakuza Dead Souls an adaptation of Nikolai Gogol's classic 1842 novel a bold choice? If so, you say that, Worst Elephant, but I would play it. I'm gonna have me a look-see at GOG right now. I might grab that. Ah, yes, the winter sale. It's thinking about it. It's thinking real hard. Wow, pizza connection for $1.99. I want that. Alright, I got it. I got Lacuna. Lacuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Yeah, I still need to do some shopping. I need to snatch up Neverwinter Nights and Tunic for tomorrow night's Doom Peak night. As a reminder, tomorrow night, we're going to be taking a look at 3 games, at least. Somebody else might put something in tonight. But we're going to be taking a look at 3 games that people have requested through the brand spanking new Doom Peak system. We're going to be checking out a user module for Neverwinter Nights. We're going to be checking out Tunic. And we're going to be checking out Trio the Punch. I still need to see if I can get that working on my own end and save myself $8, but 3 requests already, yeah. Neverwinter Nights was fun, good choice. It was a good choice. I have wanted to get Neverwinter Nights at some point, and I just never got around to it. Yeah, that's one we get. I'm probably gonna get on Steam. This is in fact clearly Blaster Master. I mean, honestly, it honestly doesn't matter where I get it. I think it's the same price on both. I think that's DLC for it. All right, now I gotta check. Oh no, it's actually more expensive on Steam. I guess I will get it on GOG. How's about that? How you like them apples, Gaben? He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't need my $6.50. But you chat, you saved me $1.50. So here's to you, buddy boys, buckos. GOG tends to be nicer pricing of old games, unsurprisingly. I mean, it's the enhanced edition too. That only came out like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. Something about Blaster Master level 1 music just gives you the warm fuzzies. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the same nostalgia for Blaster Master as a lot of people. And by the time I finally got around to playing it, I had to face the bullshit of the end game from a cold, uncaring adult eye. So I don't think I'll ever be as fond of OG Blaster Master as some folks. Those are the folks who grew up with it and learned to deal with it on its terms. But yeah. Hello, all the way from Sweden. Good evening. Good evening, Fletcher. How you doing tonight? Blaster Master Zero Slaps. I've heard that. I've heard it's a very, very good revival, reimagining of the game. Subbed by Icewind Dale at some point. I think I have those. I think I have the Infinity Engine games now. I think I've got the Baldur's Gateses. I've got Icewind Dale. I've got Icewind Dale 2 somewhere. I know there's never going to be a remaster of that because they lost the original code. Mr. Plate, any good games you can think of that are likely on very cheap sale right now? I'm racking my brain for a couple dollar treats for friends. What, like, what kinds of games? Because, I mean, I can recommend you just about anything, really. Let me see here. I wonder if there's a useful way. Hidden treasure stuff. Can I... Weird. I wish I could sort this by discount, but I guess not. I'm looking through my own curator page right now. Realize I never win a nice diamond, but not enhanced. If y'all want to look at what I'm looking at, here you go. So I do for anyone who might not know, because I realize I don't talk about it very often anymore. I used to review games. For like 7 or 8 years, I reviewed games on Steam. I have a website. It's linked below. I don't know if people go to it anymore or not. But I've got something like 900 reviews on Steam. So whenever somebody asks, like, oh, do you have any recommendations for something? I just look through my own list. Because it's been so much stuff over time, like, it's honestly kind of hard to remember it all. That's some crazy... Oh my god, dude. So, like, here... Okay. Yeah, I do this. Here we go, the reviews again. I'm sure your mother's very proud. She is, actually. She is. She checks in regularly to see how it's all still going. Okay, I'm just thumbing through here real quick. Celeste is $5. Graveyard Keeper is $4. Prey is $3. That is probably the most gaming mileage you will ever get out of $3. Like, Prey is an incredible game. What else we got? Darkest Dungeon is $5. Gungeon is $4.50. What else we got? What else? Don't Starve is $2.50. Hellblade's $4.50. That's a good deal. Quite a good deal. Talos Principles $4.50. Titan Quest Anniversary Edition. Man, if you love RPGs, I still maintain Grim Dawn is the best, but I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Titan Quest. I can always go back to the game. Streets of Rogue is $4. Honestly, if you really like smart turn-based puzzle games, Into the Breach for $7.50 is totally worth it. Into the Breach is an incredibly impressive game. Would chat regularly secretly Audish's mom? I'll never tell. I will never tell. I'm gonna tell you to buy a Medieval for $6.79. I know that's not like a huge crazy discount, but a Medieval is my favorite of the modern boomer shooters. Darkwood for $3.75 is crazy. Darkwood is a huge, terrifying game, and I love it. Cryptid Necrodancer for $3 is great. Messenger for $5. Oh god, Hypnospace Outlaw. Wow, we streamed Hypnospace Outlaw a long time ago. $6. Absolute steal for that game. Grease for $3.75 is really good. It's a short game, but absolutely worth it. Franbo's a good bit of off-kilter horror for $3.75. Don't get confused with Little Misfortune. Franbo is the good one. Monster Prom for $3 if you like really really well-written, really funny visual novel kind of stuff. That's gonna be great. FTL for $2.50. I mean, everybody should own that at this point. Short Hike is a fantastic little adventure game for $4.39. Don't buy Pacify, it's garbage. I've been playing Endzone a lot. If you want a city builder, kind of in the vein of Banished, but looks sort of like Fallout, Endzone for $6 is a great deal. Lost in Vivo for $6 is a really great deal. Any of the Anno games. 1404, 2070, 2205. They're all like $5, totally worth it. else we got? Far Cry 2 is my favorite of the Far Cries. Don't at me. $3. Banished itself is less than $7. Inside is $2. All right. Game studio from my city. I live in Sweden. I've done so many. Oh, Frictional. Frictional's for your city. That's awesome. That's really cool. Townscaper. Townscaper is a really, really fun toy. It's not really a game. It doesn't have a goal, but oh my god, I've had so much fun with Townscaper, just building colorful little towns for $3. Like, killer deal. Broforce is definitely worth $3. The Hex for $2? Oh my god. Like, the Hex is a fantastic adventure. Neon Abyss is a really fun game. Oxenfree for $3 is great. Townscaper is great. I will always recommend Townscaper. Death Road to Canada! Death Road to Canada is one of the funniest roguelikes I've ever played. $3.74 right there. OG Amnesia for $4 is definitely worth it. OG Amnesia also has the advantage of having a ton of custom stories for it. This is the one where people went really wild with the modding and user-generated content. You get a lot of mileage out of that. Time Spinner for $6. Time Spinner is a really, really solid time travel-based Metroidvania. I really enjoyed it. Abzu for $5 is a gorgeous underwater journey. Project High Rise for $4.60. I know we've talked about this a lot. If you have any fondness for Sim Tower, Project High Rise is the good one. Project High Rise is the one you want. OG Fallouts, Fallout 1 and 2, absolutely worth $2.50. Later Alligator is a hilarious adventure for less than $5, totally worth it. The original Everspace is only $3. That's probably worth it. I'm getting pretty far into the weeds here. Antichamber is a really good mind-bending first-person adventure for $5. N++. I haven't thought about that game in a long time. I'm surprised they still sell it for $7.50, but if you get into that kind of, like, brutal platforming, that's gonna be a good time. Project Warlock, $2.76. Get this. Another absolutely excellent boomer shooter. Islanders is a really fun, like, city-building puzzle score attack game for $2. Sunless Skies for $10 isn't, like, super, super cheap, but if you get into this, and I think you will, it will absolutely absorb you. It's really good. In Other Waters is $4.49. Nice, nice. Tales of Maj'El, this is probably, like, the biggest roguelike you can get for this price. Absolutely insane deal for $3.49. Dark Forces for $2. I love Dark Forces. Thumper for $4. This is like a rhythm horror game. I've heard it described as. Oh god, the Room games. I bet you can get an entire pack of the Room games for less than $10, and they are super fun. Yuppie Psycho is good. Yes. Yuppie Psycho is very good. We played Ruiner a couple weeks ago. $4 for that, I think, is an absolute steal. It's great. Momodora for $4 is a really, really, really difficult but really solid Metroidvania. So we got Limbo for $1. We played that a couple weeks ago. Wow, Heat Signature. There's a game I haven't thought about in a hot minute. $6 for that. Totally worth it. Infinifactory is a fantastic game. Yeah, it's really, really good. All right, bit of a... This one might be contentious. The End is Nigh is from the dude... I forget his name. The dude who made Binding of Isaac. I actually like this game more than Binding of Isaac. Or Super Meat Boy? Wait. Edmund McMuffin. It's more in the vein of Super Meat Boy, and it's a brutal precision platformer. I really like it. I think it's an extremely well done game. You want to give it a try? $3. Super good deal. Detention. Detention is a fantastic Taiwanese horror game for $3.59. Spark the Electric Jester. You like Sonic games? $4. Can't go wrong there. I Divine Cybermancy. $3. Absolutely just confound the hell out of somebody by gifting them this. Was that song really good? It's from Journey from it's from an NES game called Journey to Silius. One that I rather enjoy. Yeah, the original Room is 69 cents. Nice. Gone Home is less than $2. Totally worth it. Machinarium is $4. This is an absolutely charming point-and-click adventure. I love this game. Tangle Deep! Dude, Tangle Deep. $3.74 right here. Like, this is a classic roguelike in the style of a Super Nintendo RPG. It is gorgeous, it is warm, it is inviting, it is so good. And all of a sudden, I'm overcome with shame that I haven't played it more. The Rusty Lake games, I'll always go to bat for. Environmental Station Alpha, $3, totally worth it. Particularly difficult Metroidvania. I've always wanted to go back and beat this one on stream. Both Attention and Devotion can be bought at Red Candle's Game Zone website. Nice. And both of the Anodyne games are really, really good. In particular, I really like Anodyne too. I thought they did a fantastic job with it. Cook Serve Delicious 3 is my favorite game in the series. It's $5, totally worth it. Sundered is a really cool procedural Metroidvania. Just an intensely interesting setting and bosses and stuff. Definitely worth $5. Star Traders Frontiers, a little bit pricier than the others at $7.50. But if you ever just wanted like a wide open, like space command game, totally worth it. Sup Arcane? Dark Side Detective is a really cute, quirky point-and-click adventure. Sexy Brutale is a pretty unique game. It's a sort of top-down adventure puzzle game. I liked it a lot. I'd say it'd be worth $5. The first Rebel Galaxy is a Space Command classic, $4. Yoku's Island Express, Metroidvania pinball game for $4. You can't say no to that. Oregon Trail for $2.50 is really, really good. What else we got? What else we got? Invisible Ink, $5. My favorite game of all time. As far as I'm concerned, you can't do any better than that. I love this game. It's to this day, I think it's one of the most brilliant games ever made. Easily worth $5. Don't get the DLC. I love Invisible Ink, but I do not like its expansion, unfortunately. Frog Detective games, $2.75 each. Frog Detective games are hilarious. They are so cute. Neo Scavenger, if you want a super crunchy post-apocalyptic survival game, $3.75, definitely worth at that price. SteamWorld Dig, $3, totally worth it. Invisible Ink is so good. Why isn't there Invisible Ink 2? No, really, where is it? Just don't hurt me like that. Don't hurt me like that. Seriously. Murdered Soul Suspect is a game that I haven't thought about in a long time, but for $2, a very, very solid murder mystery game. Mother Gunship for less than $5 is worth it. I would agree with that. The original Shadow Warrior update, $3. I'd say that game's worth it. Gunpoint, $2. Absolutely fantastic puzzle platformer. Final Station, really neat, ominous train management sim for $3. It's really cool. Murdered Soul Suspect, you gave it a review, but it's not in your library. Is it not? Oh, I guess it isn't. You used to be able to review games that you played through Steam Family Sharing, but they stopped that like 2 or 3 years afterwards. I didn't buy it and refund it. Don't worry about that. Some people have accused me of that, but they're morons. Gato Roboto for $2 is totally worth it. Super cute, super short Metroidvania. Brothers is a very moving adventure game. $3.74 is a good price for that. Downwell for $1. I love Downwell. Downwell is one of my all-time favorite roguelikes. It's really, really fun. Big Pharma for $5 is a really neat, like, management puzzle sim. It's honestly kind of more puzzle game than, like, business management game, but it's still really fun for what it is. I'm Scared is a surprisingly effective low-res horror game for $2. Primordia is an excellent post-apocalyptic robot point-and-click adventure for $3. Story About My Uncle is a neat first-person grappling hook adventure game. Totally worth $3. Rusty Lake we talked about. Cat Lady, if you can handle pitch black horror, is absolutely worth $1.50. But know what you're getting into. That is a lot to deal with. Papillon, really cool, heavily stylized Metroidvania that plays out on, like, Greek pottery. It's super cool. What else we got? The One Finger Death Punch games are really, really fun. They're like rhythm games where your reward for staying on beat is incredible violence. Yomori Midnight Shadows for $5 is really good. This one, the first one's a little frustrating. This one hit the right balance for me. I haven't played the third one yet. Wuppo, $1.50, great game. Absolutely great game. Super cute. Kind of a Metroidvania, more of an adventure, like a platforming adventure game. Stories Untold for $2, extremely good horror adventure. Strider for $4.50, great Metroidvania. Abandoned Ship for $6. This game really turned it around. I was not impressed with this game in early access. When it got to full release, I replayed it, and I had a fantastic time with it. Yomori Night Alone is the first one. Still worth it for $4. Just be prepared for a little frustration. Cryptark for $3.75. Really solid sci-fi roguelike. Deep Sky Derelicts is an interesting game for $3. It's like Darkest Dungeon in grimy space with deck building mechanics. And not as much of a story, but it kind of doesn't need it. It's pretty interesting. Not recommending Fear 3. No, Fear 3 is not good. Fear 3. I will quote myself. Compared to its predecessors, Fear 3 is a discordant mess that's hilariously stupid to play through until it stops being hilarious. I stand by every word of that. It is not a good game. Dungeons of Dreadmore for less than $5. Really funny, tongue-in-cheek roguelike. Oh, man. Apsilov End of Gods is a really unique, kind of sci-fi, mythological, merging horror game. Really, really cool game. Dungeon Mans is a very viscerally fun, traditional roguelike. Hand of Doom. Y'all know Hand of Doom. It's less than $7. It's a lot of fun. I think that should be enough to get you going. I think we can go back to the magazine at this point. Hopefully that gave you some ideas of stuff to get your friends and loved ones if you need cheap gifts for them. Did Serious Sam 3 come up? No, I skimmed over all the absolute garbage that I did not recommend. Serious Sam 3 is really bad. Cryptark was free a few months back. I think there's a Cryptark 2 that's out or is coming out or something. Maybe it was part of that. Fear 3 is one of those victims of everything must be co-op era. It was, yes. Definitely was. Yeah, Arel Nabor, I have played through Serious Sam 3, and I don't care what they say that game was supposed to be. Like, it's bad. It is really not fun. If they were trying to parody other FPSs of the time, they flew too close to the sun with that. And if they weren't, they just made a bad game. Like, there's basically no redeeming qualities to Serious Sam 3. It is the absolute nadir of that series. Remember, it was supposed to be a realistic, gritty shooter played entirely straight in development, and they stuck Serious Sam in it last second. Might be misremembering it. It does play like that. I don't know if that's actually the case, though. If you're curious about the Serious Sam games, actually, I'm gonna swing out again real quick, because the last big thing I ever did on my website was, I called it the Serious Samathon. This is my website, by the way. What Sunsoft OST is this? This is Batman. This is Sunsoft Batman. Yeah, when was this? 2022, maybe? I played through every Serious Sam game there is. All of them. And I played... Siberian Mayhem was the most recent one. But then I went back, I played Serious Sam HD, the first encounter, the second encounter, Serious Sam 2, Double DXL, random encounter, Serious Sam 3, the DLC for the second encounter, the DLC for Serious Sam 3, Bogus Detour 4, Kamikaze Attack, and Tormental. Even the spin-offs, yes. Even the spin-offs. And I went through and I ranked them all. So if you want to play Serious Sam games, of the 13 games, how many are good too? Do you have eyeballs? Can you see what's on the screen? Can you count? These are all very important questions, because the answer to your question is on the screen before you right now. The HD versions of First and Second Encounter hold up extremely well. They are very solid. 4 is also really good. As far as I'm concerned, Serious Sam the Second Encounter is the pinnacle of the series. That is the height that they hit. 2 wasn't nearly as good. 3 was bad. Everything around the period of 3 was just bad and awful and terrible. And then 4 kind of gets back into the groove without getting all the way back. But yeah, as far as the main series goes, First Encounter, Second Encounter, and 4 are the ones that you really want to look at. As far as the spin-offs go, Double D, Bogus Detour, Kamikaze Attack, Tormental, and Siberian Mayhem are all worth your time. Was that recent fan-made Serious Sam game? Probably Siberian Mayhem. That was built by that was made by Time Lock Studios. It uses the engine from Serious Sam 4, and they make their own campaign out of it. And honestly, it's super good. It is really, really good. It's honestly, I would say, better than 4. Sup, Numberless Dread, how to see you. I'm interested in playing Serious Sam 2 anyway. You should. You should. It is okay. Serious Sam 2 is not as bad as people say, and it is far from the worst game in the series. Serious Sam 2 is fun if you're willing to skip the cutscenes or just kind of laugh them off. Yeah, the story bits are the worst part of Serious Sam 2. The gameplay is fine, honestly. Do not play Serious Sam 3. Serious Sam 3 is garbage. It is the worst. So, and if you want a definitive list from best to worst, honestly, if you want the best experience playing Serious Sam, you want Fusion 2017. Crow Team did a whole bunch of weird experiments with like re-releasing and repackaging the Serious Sam games, and Fusion was supposed to be like a new platform for all of the Serious Sam games and modding and stuff in one place, and they ended up dropping it for 4. But it's still the best way to play the First and Second Encounter. So if you want a one-stop shop for playing Serious Sam games, just get Fusion 2017 and play the First and Second Encounter. Yes, Chaos. I got a little distracted tonight. I was asked a very good question about recommendations for cheap games on Steam. We talked about that for like half an hour, And then somebody brought up Serious Sam in the midst of that, and I can't not talk about Serious Sam. I love this series. So I'm right now sharing my definitive list, my rankings of all the Serious Sam games. So yeah, if you're gonna get one, get Fusion 2017. The second encounter is as good as the Serious Sam has ever been. Honestly. If you play one Serious Sam game, make it Second Encounter HD. I would put the first encounter right behind that. It's not as good, but it's very, very good. And then yeah, Siberian Mayhem behind that. Siberian Mayhem is the closest that the Serious Sam series has gotten back to the glory of the first and second encounter. And it's not even made by the original team, which is hilarious. 4 is very good. The classic versions of second and first encounter still hold up. 2, again, is not as bad as people say. And then Serious Sam 3 Jewel of the Nile, like if you somehow ended up with this is the DLC for Serious Sam 3. It's not terrible. It's playable, but that's like the nicest thing I can say about it. And then everything down here, Classics Revolution, Serious Sam 3, and the DLC for Serious Sam HD, the second encounter, not worth playing. It's crap. Can I recommend Moon Rings? Literally free and one of the best roguelikes you've talked about before. Yeah, you brought that up before. Wasn't Serious Sam known for being cheap like that? Yes, the first and second encounters were both like $10 each when they came out. Honestly, they started as tech demos. They were tech demos for Crow Team's engine that they wanted to shop around. They were gonna be a tech studio. They were gonna make engines and stuff. And then Serious Sam actually kind of took off for them, and they kept making Serious Sam games. And then the spin-offs from best to worst. Serious Sam's Bogus Detour is actually really fun. It's made by the Hammerfall. It's this one. It's the pixel art top-down shooter. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. If you're gonna play one of the spin-offs, I would recommend that one. Double DXL is really fun. Tormental and Kamikaze Attack are fine. They're not like outstanding or anything, but they're pretty good. And then Serious Sam, the random encounter is crap. It's garbage. Don't play it. Wasn't there a console version of Serious Sam as well? There were console ports of the Serious Sam games. I haven't played any of them, so I can't tell you of them. But of these, do you consider I Hate Running Backwards as part of them? No. I played that one, and I mean it's just some very basic arcade fun. Anyway, Serious Sam's inclusion in that just seems more like as a treat than anything. Rise of the Shroud Remaster added health faces for all the characters, including the dog. I want to get back to playing that one. I've always wanted to play through OG Rise of the Shroud. It's a rough experience, but it is neat. Heard Serious Sam Next Encounter is a surprisingly solid little GameCube and PS2 one. Interesting. Considering the way you make your bastardized version of Tom Collins, I'm surprised you don't make your screwdrivers with Fantic. You know, if I had Fanta, I would though. So don't give me too much credit there. Not that chat ever would. Anyway, now that we're almost a full hour into the evening, you want to get back to Nintendo Power? You want to talk about some old console games, or you want to talk more Serious Sam? Should I just say fuck it and like load up Second Encounter or something? Not really. I guess it vibes the first two games pretty well. The models are super downgraded to fit more enemies on screen. Yeah. I would be surprised if any console from that era could actually do what the Serious Sam games do. But yes, go play Second Encounter. Fanta screwdriver, juggalo drink or something. No, it would just be like vodka and Fanta instead of vodka and orange juice. There was a GBA one. There was a GBA one. There was. Spend another hour looking at your Steam library and it'll be the power of it. Okay, let's do a sort of segue from this, actually. Because you did, yeah. Hang on. I'm inspired now that Shadows has brought this up. We're gonna do a thing. One sec. Okay, that should do it. This is probably a really bad idea. I was gonna write Serious Sam on the screen paint or something so we can technically request it. No, this one, I'm spotting y'all this one. Y'all are good for this one, because I think we might all regret it, honestly. What have you done? What you always do. I'm serious, chat. 2113 AD, Abu Simbel, Egypt. Oh no. Okay, wait. I was gonna say, is this based on Serious Sam 3? Back to time lock, return, used to scientists figure out where. None of this matters. Absolutely none of this matters. Temple of Her. So is this a port of the original Serious Sam? I think it is. I think the Temple of Haircut is the first stage. Oh my god, it's Wolfenstein. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god, I think I hate it. Oh god, I think I hate it. Wait, why are there more of them? No! Oh my god, I'm toast, chat.
I like it.
I don't know what you're supposed to do about this. Oh, Ms. Roy, thank you so much for the raid. Well, game over. Ms. Ray, you've come at a horrible time. All right, I'm gonna be a tourist. We're gonna tourist our way through this. Serious Sam lore is very serious stuff. Lots of Wikipedia errors. Getting very indignant that you said that. There we go. Okay. That is like the saddest yell. So is this? I'm sorry. Is this really like? Okay, so you do have strafe buttons at least. Oh my god, this is really bad. Ow! What even is that? I don't even know what that thing was. It's like better or worse than the fucking Eva, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth and you never open it again. How dare you impugn the good name of Serious Sam? Serious Sam games by volume are mostly good. This is bad though, this is ass. Existence of Serious Sam Advanced implies the existence of Talos Principle Advanced. Can you please look at Duke Nukem hands for? Yeah, I certainly can. You know that I can, and I shall. After subjecting us all to this, how could I not? I think he was literally too far away for me to shoot. So yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. I come in and hear the worst music. What's up, Tradon? You picked an awful time to join us. I'm not even gonna lie. We're playing Serious Sam Advance and it's garbage. Yeah, it should just be using the GBA sound chip. I mean, it's an attempt. It's not like offensive to the ears like a lot of the music. It's not like Mega Man. Oh Christ! These are Syrian werebulls, chat. Very dangerous. Ow. While they're using the Mario typeface. I got an on. Oh, you are Demand, Sam. Chat, I'm Demand. Considering this GBA game, I can almost recognize the Serious Sam game, which is more than I expected. I mean, I thought they were gonna do like a lot of licensed GBA games and just make like a low effort platformer or something, like the legions of Star Wars games, and how they're all just really bad platformers on GBA. I mean, they tried. It's bad, but they tried. Shotgun on GBA just doesn't have the same impact. Didn't have to keep the font. It looks awful at this resolution. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. They could have absolutely made further concessions here. And they didn't. And they should have, but they didn't. All right, I dare say that's enough of that. All right, sit tight for a sec. We are going to do something possibly even more ill-advised. I'm a little impressed they went for an actual FPS. Game Boy Advance was an impressive piece of kit. Like, the stuff you could get away with on that thing was honestly really impressive. Oh boy. The Doom ports actually weren't that bad. Doom seems to be about the GBA speed, I think. 2K said you'd be able to upgrade your PS4 physical Lego 2K drive copy to PS5 digital copy, and you just, wow, that sucks. That super sucks. That was really bad. I'm sorry, I know it exists. That's so funny. These are cute. Come get some. Who wants some? Boom. So I'm assuming this is just a straight port of Duke Nukem 3D. Maybe with some concessions for stuff the engine can't handle. Did you ever play Manhattan Manhunt? I beat Manhattan Meltdown. I actually really like that game. A lot of Duke stuff is not very good, but Manhattan Meltdown is very solid. Man, I love bacon bits. Time to make more, heh. Apparently we're in Area 51? Maybe it's not just a straight port? No, it's not. Area 51. Gather alien intelligence. Duke, General Graves here. We've lost contact with Area 51, and scattered reports are that an alien species has infiltrated it. We need you to go in, gather intelligence on what they were up to, and wipe the bastards out. I'm on it. Looks like the damn teleporter malfunctioned, leaving me only with my Desert Eagle. I'm gonna need to acquire some new hardware. Let's rock. Whoa. Okay. Duke and DC at an area 51 level. Maybe it's borrowing from... Wow, the animation in this is actually really smooth. Like, it's pixelated as all hell, but this is way smoother than Serious Sam. I want some. Are you kidding me? I want all of it. There's a jump button, too. Is there some puzzling to be... Is there puzzle platforming to do? Yeah, this is okay. Not worth it. Okay. Ah, pick up!
Holy cow.
Holy cow. Since when does Duke say holy cow? Well, since he's on a Nintendo system, I guess. Yeah, this is solid. They even got all of the Duke's famous lines in there, like, ah. Decent amount of blood, too.
Damn, I'm good.
He says, damn, I'm good. He says, damn, I'm good on a Nintendo console from the 90s. This is solid. I like this. Damn. Complete your objective first. You must activate a switch to open this door. Find the switch to open this door. Okay, I guess. Is that a switch? Yeah, honestly, when you get up on the walls, the animation is really nice. Like, legit really nice. General, this place is crawling with alien scum, but I've recovered an alien data disk. Good work, Duke. Keep the disk secure and await further instructions. I have plenty of alien ass to kick in the meantime. Duke out. Do I have, like, a mini-map? Oh, wait, I do. Rather than Time to Kill, at least the Duke 3D platformers suck. Well, I honestly like Duke Nukem 1. And its expansions. I have played all the way through those games. I think they're fine. I think they're solid. Duke Nukem 2 I do not like. Duke Nukem 2 is not very well designed. And just kind of a pain to try and get through. Everybody knows Duke Nukem 3D. Yeah, Manhattan... I think it's called Manhattan Project. But yeah, Duke Nukem Manhattan Project is good. It's quite good. It gets a bit repetitive. Like, the most interesting stuff is just in the first couple of, Did I just open something?
Bitchin'.
Bitchin'! He says bitchin' on the GBA, chat. Yeah, Duke Nukem 2 is way too zoomed in. That's the big problem with it. And it just makes it a huge pain in the ass to try and play. Well designed now, sorry. Duke 1, 2 are fundamentally limited memory. There were weird Duke Tomb Raider clones too. There were, on PS1, I think. Ah, okay, that's what I needed to do. So I just needed to... It's interesting that I actually had to find that data disk. It felt more like a secret. And I guess that was the switch I needed to push. Time to Kill and Land of the Babes, they sucked. Hey, I did it. I found one of 1 secrets. The par time for that level is 1 minute and 3 seconds. Find the SatLink laptop. Duke, there should be a SatLink laptop somewhere in those labs. Once you find it, you can use it to upload the data disk you've recovered. Cool. Duke loves doing tech support. I would love it if they didn't use those alarm klaxons. They're really obnoxious. I like the classic Tomb Raiders. Duke does not lend itself well to quiet atmospheric exploration platforms. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Oh, I didn't kill you.
Holy cow.
Holy cow. He says holy cow, but he also says bitchin'. Like, how did all that come up? Good night, Worst Elephant. Thanks for coming out. Apologies if this wasn't the power hours you were expecting. If anything, it's a preview of the power hours from like a decade from now. Oh, hello, guys. Yeah, this is shockingly solid. Pretty sure holy cow is a line from Duke 3D as well. He usually says holy shit, yeah. That's what's throwing me off. Find the switch to open this door.
Damn.
Damn. Alright, I guess that's enough of that. That was an experience, chat. That was truly an experience that I won't soon forget. How about that? Anyway. Might be a movie reference. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything else he says is a movie reference, so. Plug that back in. Alright, cool. Well, now that we are a full hour and change into the stream, we can finally talk about the magazine. Welcome back to issue 50, chat. We've been through all the particularly notable stuff in this issue. We've been through the Super NES games. We've been past Link's Awakening and the Game Boy games. We read through the 5-year retrospective of Nintendo Power as the editors see it. Now we're up in the guts of the NES section. And we've come across Mighty Final Fight, which I mentioned already. I can't really explain to y'all. I'm not much of a Final Fight historian, so I can't explain to you why there is a chibi Final Fight on the NES, but there is. I think Duke Nukem Advanced Series Sam Advanced are kind of interesting exercise in how to adapt an FPS series GBL well and poorly. I agree with that, and it's interesting because they're actually very, very similar. They have small levels, small scopes to their levels. The action's very simple, but I guess just the tech behind it. Like Duke Nukem's engine runs so much better than Serious Sam's does. Which is funny to think about because Serious Sam was basically a tech demo in its original incarnation. The mighty will survive! The world's crime capital, Capcom's Metro City, still isn't free from the clutches of evil, but Mayor Hagar and his pals Guy and Cody, Guy? Who is this guy? Are working on it. Derailing the vile Mad Gear Gang will be a difficult task, though. They control most of the city. The Mad Gear Gang leader ponders his next conquest, Mike Hagar's daughter, Jessica. Honestly, in Metro City, they probably should have kept her on like a secured compound or something. Shh, don't worry, there's no guy, he's not real. Mad Gear total chumps in Street Fighter 6. Little manga panels are legit kind of funny. I do like Guy and her. I'm Guy, I'll take you through the slums. There's no place to be alone. And then like without even like changing his expression or moving his head, he like thwacks some dude and he's like, my ninja skills improve as my experience points increase. I wonder if Metro City is more or less dangerous than Streets or Rogue. I think that's an excellent question. Because, like, Metro City is just hilariously, cartoonishly full of crime. And Streets of Rogue is just a hellishly, cartoonishly chaotic place, so. Probably about the same, yeah. 5 related factions of the Mad Gear Gang control the major areas of Metro City. The Slum, Harbor Town, Factory, Riverside, and Bay Area. I love so much how the American Nintendo Power artist adapted the chibi art. I do too. I do too. The box art on the left-hand page is honestly kind of horrifying. Like anytime you try to do like realistic Western art in chibi proportions, it looks super fucked up. Like that is the most terrifying Cody I've ever seen in my life. At the same time, though, the key art on the right side of Guy is solid. Box art reminds you of Garbage Pail Kids. Oh my god, you're totally right too. Oh my god, so there's power moves, there's bonus rounds, you fight Thrasher at the end. Thrasher's a classic. That's Cody, I thought it was Chucky. Oh my god, no, that's right, we can't click on these, we just gotta scroll. I'm Cody, the Mad Gear Gang has taken my girlfriend. I'm gonna get her back. Using power moves like my knee bash, I'll quickly max out my experience point. Help me, knee guys in the nuts. I find it hard to believe that these fools actually got to Jessica again. I'll thrash these goons easily if I get them from an angle. It seems like maybe the most notable aspect of this is it has an experience system. Because as far as I know, none of the other Final Fight games have experience. Did they do a fucking sprite comic? Did they do it? No, they just, well, I guess they did, actually, because they took screenshots and then told a little story with them, so yeah. Yeah, they pioneered sprite comic, that's true. What a horrible night for a cough. Yeah, tell me about it. Kind of seems like Final Fight meets Double Dragon. Oh, I guess Double Dragon 3 had experience points and stuff. Meta progression things. Apparently Abigail, like, kisses you, which is kind of weird. Oh my god, look at Chibi Hagar. I'm Metro City's mayor, Mike Hagar. I'll stop at nothing to get my daughter back. How about a sample of my spinning clothesline move, punks? Get off the streets now! Double Dragon 1 NES had legit EXP to unlock moves. I didn't remember that at all. I have no memory of that. The Mad Gear Gang must be pounded to a pulp. How about lending us a helping hand? Cut the chit chat, Thrasher. Your days are numbered. Apparently the Mad Gear boss is like Kano from Mortal Kombat. I didn't know that. Your ass 8-bit theater. I only read the best sprite comics like Nintendo Power Mining Final Fight preview. NES brawlers tend to incorporate RPG elements surprisingly often. Interesting. All right, last chance. If somebody wants to see this thing, go ahead and request it. Otherwise, I'm going to move on because as cute as this is to behold, I've never been particularly curious about this one. If I recall, this version of Final Fight also got a GBA. Oh, did it? Did it? I can check that real quick, actually. There it is. No Wampaku graffiti. Hopefully this is called it the same thing. I don't think it's Mighty Bean's Pocket Puzzles. That sounds kind of dirty. Maybe it's Final Fight something? Final Fight and, Final Fight 1? Final Fight 1? Is this it? Oh, there's a collection called Capcom Classics. Okay. Oh, okay, so it does... You do have the original Final Fight on here, though, which is cool. I guess it makes sense. Final Fight 1 is Final Fight 1. You never know. You never know when they port stuff from one system to another. Like the whole thing with Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt on NES not actually being Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, but instead being a weird port of SNES Addams Family and stuff. I don't know. It's all very strange. Video games are weird, chat. Anyway. Let's get mighty. And do some final fighting. Kind of just want to sit here and listen to this. Honestly. Bionic Commando is a weird one because I never actually played Bionic Commando until college, but my roommate had it and he loved it, and he was able to transfer that love to me, and now I love Bionic Commando. Not just that, sometimes multi-platform ports were completely different games. Driver San Francisco and we had a completely different campaign and guns. Yeah, excellent example. Yeah, sometimes ports weren't even really ports. They were just like remakes, reimaginings, something totally else. Totally different game rebranded into that series. Like, how can anybody keep track of this shit? All right, I gotta stop this. I gotta stop this. We gotta fight the mighty fight. Mighty fighting. Mighty fight tones. Wow, they actually tried to do the SNES Capcom logo here. This is Metro City. Within the walls of the city lives. The city lives? The daughter of the mayor, Jessica, her beauty radioactive? Aids throughout the city and gives the citizens the power to survive, but now a villain attempts to have this beacon of light all to himself. That's why you need an editor on your game, chat. I can't believe I've actually fallen in love. Can love truly blossom in Metro City? With the girl, she will be mine. ... Couple days later. What? Jessica kidnapped? How can this be? This has only happened like 3 times prior. What have you done to her, Cody? Me, this is the work of the Mad Gear Gang. You dipshit. What do you think, guy? What do you mean, what do you think? Let's go get her back. Yes, there's not a moment to spare, let's go. Boom. I don't care who these nerds are, I'm being Hagar. That was cute. Oh, he still got the dick punch. Hell yes. That's all I need. You're getting punched in the dick. And you're getting punched in the dick. And you're getting punched in the dick. And you're getting punched in the dick. Call the ending of this version being really funny. They can only fit in Hagar rescuing Jessica. He plays anyone else. He flies in from off-screen, yeets you away, and barges in. That's really funny. That's great. Where are we going? What are we doing? And you're getting punched in the dick. And in the dick. Is that Relento? That looks like a Relento. Timer attacks as people try to hit you, you block if I recall. Oh, no kidding. I like the I love you graffiti. Some extremely satisfying combos. Why does this guy have a cape? Ow. You can also do all the suplexing and shit. You walk real close to people. Yes, you can. Oh, hell yes. Yes, you can. Good stuff. But you can also punch people in the dick. It's not a cape, it's a towel. Digging Chibi Hagar. Chibi Hagar is pretty great, yeah. Movie, now open. It has 2 ladies in it. Once I saw a movie with 2 ladies, chat. Ooh, it's full of meat and hammers. And soda. That was awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god, you suck. I hate you. I suplex now. That guy's way too fast. The movie series really took a dive and went to space. Grab his ass. They keep sending in one of these fast guys. What a pain. Alright, well, he's dead. I would like to see Chibi and Dore. How about Chibi Thrasher? Whee! Heh, heh. I am Thrasher. Ruler of the city. Bow down before me. No! Why? Don't you know I rule the streets? No. Arg! Those who offend me must die. Alright, that's pretty funny. Holy crap! He just works your brain pan. Trying to work his dick. Yes, I meant that the way it sounded. Ah! Yay, round clear. Not for that unfortunate upset on the roof. Would have been flawless victory. Aw, tiny Hagar. Keep out. Love, Nitro. What the hell is that? I think I'm murdering a member of Devo. Hey, it's a lady. She looks suspicious of like poison. Here's she did before I punched her and then her not a dick. Maybe not a dick? I don't know. I probably shouldn't speculate. Hagar is equal opportunity. Whatever you got at crotch level, he will punch you. The two genders, men and poison for Mad Gear. I could be very satisfied with that setup. Gotta hate these guys. My dick punches are so poorly timed. Ow. This unironically might be your favorite Final Fight game. It is very cute. It is exceptionally charming. It's kind of like a Kunio-kun Final Fight game, you know? It's like River City Final Fight. Final City River Fight? Not so smug when I'm punching you in your dick, are ya? I think he blocks exactly 3 hits and then drops his guard. Parking. Those are amazing looking cars. Feels like it might be easier than other brawlers too. Because I tend to be pretty bad at brawlers. And this seems to be going pretty smoothly for a first time. These swift guys notwithstanding. I mean, it helps that you can hit multiple people at once. I was always more of a Streets of Rage guy than Final Fight. Aha, perfect timing. Whoa. Oh, that was interesting. Not entirely sure how that worked, but I'll take it. Yep, oh, I should take his medicine. No, 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 stop. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, is that Chibi Andore? Ah. Punch. 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 Money! No, give me the money. Huzzah, I've leveled up. Oh, Devo guy has knives. Damn. He has the charge move and the same facial structure. Okay. Do I think he's some kind of fucking ninja? Ow! Ow! Stop throwing knives at me, you big dingus. Devo guy is schmovin'. Wonder why they couldn't include enemy names? That's a good question. You're too fat and lazy to oppose me. You're no match for me. I'm the slam master. Get out of my way before I stop you flat. Are you done flapping those lips of yours? Good, because I'm gonna chop you down to size. Holy, what the hell, how did I do that? It was awesome. Ow. All right, well, it's good, nice to know this guy's just as much of a dick in this game as he is in Final Fight. Ow, fuck. Missed opportunity, this guy should have been the Slammerai. Double tap movement attack. I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, I wish I could do it again. Ah, there we go. Okay. I just need the... Ah, man, I hate this guy so much. There we go. Okay. Shit. Ah, yeah, there it is. AB. I should just spam that to win. This guy being called Sodom is fitting, given what fight with me. Damn it! I don't mean to jump like that. But if you hit A and then B, you do a jumping attack instead of what you mean to do. Boop, boop. Bonus stage. Do I get to trash a tiny chibi car? Or we're busting barrels. Okay. No! No! Get up, Hagar! Damn it. You got one up! Huzzah! I love the way he spins across the top of the screen. It's so funny. Hagar, fix the fucking streets! Jesus Christ, man! Ow! Yeah, that's super satisfying. Hey! Knock it off! Aw, he's not gonna knock it off. I'll knock him off. It's a Devo guy! Oh, Devo guy, you almost won that pit. Would have loved to see that. Ow. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. That's Endore, isn't it? Damn, I wish I knew how to do that. Come down here, gentlemens. Come down here and knock me into a pit. Well, I can just stay here forever then, can't I? Yay! If only they went down into the pit. You sent that man to hell. This music is very exciting. It sounds very Mega Man-y too. God damn it. Relento's such a piece of shit. Yeah, this is fun. This is a really cute version of this. I absolutely love how Streets of Rage is Street Fighter canon. God damn it. One of the composers did the Mega Man X OST. I mean, honestly, it's like, it sounds like good old-fashioned like NES Mega Man to me. Like, this sounds like it could be a stage theme from like Mega Man 4 or something. Nice house. Is this my house? Are they in my house? Is the mad gearing coming from inside the house? Oh, she slapped the shit out of me and I died. The end. Who is that? That's some Capcom character I'm not very familiar with. Street Fighter menu cryptid. Is it Captain Calm? By the way, link for Hager does at the end of my Final Fight chat. I'll watch it later, yeah. It's Ayane from DOA, amazing. Alright. So that was Mighty Final Fight. That sure was a final fight that we just had. And a mighty one. One of Mike's campaign promises were 2 guns for every house. Alright, so that's that. Bubble Bobble, Part 2. Part Dos, The Return. Although it bears the same name as the Game Boy version we reviewed in June, Bubble Bobble Part 2 for the NES is not the same game. The gameplay is similar, but the rooms themselves, the enemies are different. 80 levels are divided into 4 areas, each with a couple mini-bosses. Storyline, Boy hunts down evil beings who have kidnapped his girlfriend, is as stale as they come. Damn. Nintendo Power spitting fire here. But, as is true of many puzzle games, it really has little to do with actual gameplay. It's true. You get buddy bubbles. You get fire and ion and thunder and star and... Wait, what's this from? It is true, they're not wrong. Oh yeah, Maniac Mansion. I knew that sounded familiar. Giant Tower. Area 1 is a mysterious tower where mystic forest floats among the clouds. The game's hero is Bubbloon Jr., descendant of Robbie, the Bubble Bobble of days gone by. So Bubble Bobble is like a heroic title or something? In this first section, you encounter the game's more mild-mannered enemies, mini robots, hat-tossing stationary soldiers, a couple of big but not so bad mini bosses, and have 20 levels to make up this area. Several special bubbles appear as well. And then the Giant Tower mini bosses include a robot and an alien crab, which seems like an odd choice, but whatever. Boomtown. Lots of little houses, new enemies, bonus items. The screens become more complex in this area. A little dragging us to handle enemies become increasingly persistent. Alright. You fight a Moai head and a mad monkey here. Shining Lake. Outdoorsy area. You fight a big spiky ATV that honestly looks like it's from a Kirby game, if anything. Xenocarcinization. And then there's the final castle, the Castle of Fire, a frightful destination. Okay. If anyone wants to request this, you're welcome to. But I think y'all know at this point, I'm not a very big Bubble Bobble fan. I played the original, I played the Game Boy game, I played this one. I forget how exactly we got this into the request queue, but I have played it. It's fine. I'm just not a Bubble Bobble guy. When it comes to puzzle games, I think the thing is, chat, when it comes to puzzle games, I am really generally not into like score attack style puzzle games. I like falling block games. Yeah, not really. And like I feel like there's a number of puzzle games from this era that are really more like arcadey platformers. Like this and Super Buster Bros. And like you get a board, you have to clear all the enemies. Once you clear all the enemies, you move on to the next board and so on and so forth. And it's just never been very compelling to me. I mean, as far as puzzle games go, I like a wide range of challenges and styles. I do like puzzle platformers like Braid and Fez. I like really ostensibly puzzle games like Professor Layton. I love Zachtronics games. Lolo likes, it's funny you mention that. Lolo is my big exception. Like, I really don't give a shit about Bubble Bobble, but I will play Lolo games all night. I have a weird fascination with those. I had a cousin who pronounced it Booble Bobble. I mean, that's really cute, honestly. N64 Space Invaders is kind of close to that. It was about using your power-ups as efficiently as possible to rack up combos. Actually, legit fun. I really want to play Void Stranger. I might pick up Void Stranger during the sale. I think it's only like 10 bucks or something. Chat, just random ass question. If I picked up Void Stranger, hang on real quick. That is the one I'm thinking of, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah. If I picked up Void Stranger, would you want to see a stream of that? Or however many streams of that it would take? Full playthrough. Full playthrough is the phrase that I'm thinking of. Reminded the Japanese version of Ace Combat 5 having your prototype's call sign B with no irony whatsoever, booby. I would, I guess, sure. Okay. Alright. Ringing endorsements all around. Ah, spoilers for the Power Puzzlers, chap. Damn. Test your skills and knowledge on Nintendo games by completing the puzzles on this stage. What was the first Game Boy game to be featured on the cover of Nintendo Power? Yeah, it was Mega Man and Dr. Wily's Revenge. Who was the president of Nintendo Fun Club? Did he put Donkey Lips? No, Howard Phillips. He just had no fucking clue how to spell it. What game is number 7 on the Super NES Top 20? NCAA basketball. What is the name of the Ghoul Realm? Oop. Stumped on this one. Main character in Gargoyle's Quest 2 is Firebrand, who must protect you to the arcade game, John Connor. What was the now playing article originally called? Video Shorts. What game is one of the most Nestor awards ever? Tragically, regrettably, Battletoads. What next generation Game Boy game will be here in next month's issue of Nintendo Power? Star Trek? Interesting. Handwriting so bad it might as well not be filled out. That is the best time on the Stonehenge race. Apparently Jeff Palmer. What page of Nintendo Power does the Player's Pulse appear? 6 and 7. Link washes ashore what island? Koholint. Enter the password. What was this? Oh my god. The numbered spaces will be used in the second half of the puzzle to find a password for Bubsy Claws Encounters of the Third Kind. I totally skipped over that. All this trouble. That's pretty funny. All this trouble for a code to, I guess, chapter 16 in Bubsy? That's tragic. That's absolutely tragic. All right, but why worry about that, chat, when we've got the Nintendo Power Shop? Buy all your favorite Nintendo Power issues and accessories and stuff. Here, check this out. Merchandising, merchandising, merchandising. To commemorate our 50th issue and 5th year, we're offering readers the opportunity to obtain some very special items. Each item emblazoned with the Super Power Club logos, high in quality. Not high quality, high in quality. The worst of the time I found Little Orphan Andy sent a secret code just let me buy more ovals. Items are available in limited quantities and can be ordered using the Power Shop Player's Guide order form found below the Player's Poll response card between pages 98 and 99. Power Shop items make perfect gifts, especially for yourself. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. The items are sure to sell out quickly. So you can buy a 50 volume set for $50, chat. Plus 5 Super Power Club magazine holders. Wow, what a deal. $3 per holder. I think they're just foldable cardboard or something. What else we got? Super Power Club baseball cap. Kind of honestly wish I had one of these at this point. Super Power Club t-shirt. Members only. Super Power Club wristwatch. Power Challenge trading card holder. Honestly, legit kind of wish I had one of these. Because Lord knows I collected enough cards in my life. Here we go. The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Adventures comic books. So, for the princely sum of $10, chat, you could have owned a collected compendium of Super Mario Bros. Adventures. The legends are true! Ew, they had flat brims. You shut your mouth, Arcane. Let's have Nintendo Power douche caps. No one, and I mean no one, can make me feel bad about my Mario Kart cap. I am vindicated. Shadows doesn't fucking vindicate anybody, all right? Shadows is not the watermark for any opinion ever, okay? Get him started talking about Sonic. See where that gets you. Flat brims are all right, you motherfuckers. Shots fired. Fine. This is the rest of the evening now. This is where we live. This is what you deserve. Struck a nerve. Fuck you. I was in high school and mock anyone who didn't curl that brim. Whatever, man. Not my fault you have no fucking taste. Cool, free hat redeem. Y'all need to learn to behave or that hat redeem's never coming back. Okay, what's the contest? Choose one of 5 grand prizes. 5-star anniversary extravaganza celebrating 5 years and 50 issues. Win a game a week for 50 weeks. That's crazy. Like, that's super cool. That's honestly really, really, really cool. If I want to save points, I just call the sort of hat I want to wear lame. Yeah, that's not really the takeaway here. Because you got to remember, most of the hats in the collection here were donated by people. And I am not nearly as protective of them as I am of this one, because I actually wear this one a lot outside of streams. I'm not exactly going to be out there defending the good name of the fedora. Grand prize number 2, 5 Game Boys, each complete with 5 games. Grand prize 3, a $500 certificate to use at your local Nintendo dealer. Grand prize 4, a power party for 50 friends at your local arcade. And grand prize number 5, 50 pounds of quarters. How much money is 50 pounds of quarters? How many quarters are there in a... Oh, it actually says that here. How many quarters are there in a pound? Well, 4, of course, but how many are the coins? Get out of scale and find out. All we're saying is that 50 pounds of them amounts to a lot of arcade time. I do notice down in the corner, winners may elect to substitute $500 in lieu of prizes. So I guess they're estimating the value of all of these prizes at around $500. So I guess you're getting roughly $500 in quarters. 4,000 quarters if my math is correct. That would actually be the best deal out of all of them, right? Because that'd be $1,000 instead of 500. If you could spend them. I feel like a game a week for 50 weeks. A game a week for 50 weeks sounds amazing, but I guess you don't get to choose which ones. And they could send you some serious garbage, too. A pound of quarters typically contains around 80 coins. Interesting, interesting. $1,000 tellers at your local bank want to kill you. Celebrate our 5th year and 50th issue. We're giving away 5 grand prizes this month, and this time you get to choose your own prize. Here's how it works. Check out the different packages shown above. Circle the one you like best on the player's poll response card. Send it in. The first card drawn for each package wins that prize. But don't be greedy. Circle only one prize. Cards with more than one prize circle will be disqualified. This is Bubsy 50 times. Oh, God. This is another one of those contests where I really want to follow up to find out what happened with the winner. Like, what 50 games did the winner of grand prize number 1 get? I bet most of those were good. I bet so too. I mean, $500 in 1993 dollars buys you a lot of gaming shit. That'd be a great prize for somebody who doesn't have like a Super Nintendo yet or whatever. Damn, Arcane actually doing the homework on this one. Trying to math it out by weight and probably fucked it up unless Nintendo Power plans on giving a child 39,999 quarters. Source, I won a single unspecified game as a not grand prize from a later issue. They gave me Super Metroid, which is new at the time. Ooh, that is really nice, yeah. That is really, really nice. Very nice indeed. Oh God, it's the top 20. Hold on to your asses, ass holders. Here we go. Let's live up here for a bit. What do we got? Well, damn. All right, first big surprise here is that Star Fox has significantly eclipsed Street Fighter 2 by almost, wow, by like 50%. That's crazy. 29,000 votes for Star Fox, 19,000 for Street Fighter 2. The child survives having 50 pounds of quarters rained upon them. They can So I got Star Fox, Street Fighter 2, and Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. as the top 3. Super Mario Kart and Final Fantasy 2, bringing up the rear on that. And then Mario Paint, NCAA Basketball, Super Star Wars, Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Bust Loose, which we played a couple times at this point. It's actually pretty decent. TMNT 4, Spider-Man the X-Men and Arcade's Revenge. That game was ass. F-Zero SimCity, NHLPA Hockey 93, Shanghai 2. Where the hell did this come from? Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Hey, Shadowrun! Shadowrun actually made the top 20, chat. That's cool. Roadrunners Death Valley Rally is still regrettably on here. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs is regrettably on here now. And then the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Is that an ironic death in at least one horror film? Sounds like someone wishes for lots of money, so a bunch of coins fall and they die. Would be good for the Vegas Stakes horror remake. You win too hard at the slot machines and it just pelts you with quarters until you die. On Game Boy, same story really. Super Mario Land 2 just blew everything else out. Followed by, interestingly enough, Super Mario Land 1, Metroid 2, Kirby's Dream Land, and Tetris. It's a pretty solid top 5. Link's Awakening is number 6. Dr. Mario, Battletoads, Faceball, Final Fantasy Adventure, Ren and Stimpy, Yoshi, Mega Man 3, the 2 Final Fantasy Legend games. Interesting that 1 just beat out 2. When I was a kid, I always thought Final Fantasy Legend 2 was the better game. It's definitely more coherent. Like, one's a solid game, but it's very weird. It's a very, very, very weird game. I say this knowing full well that Final Fantasy Legend 2 has a banana smuggling ring in it. But still. Simpsons Escape from Camp Deadly, Prince of Persia, TMNT 2, Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge, F1 Race. I want to give these kids credit. They knocked Mega Man 2 off this fucking list. It's like enough people finally got to play it and realized it was an assault upon their ears. So Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 3 get to stay. 2 has robots, it is the superior product. Here, here. Here, here. Completely agree. Strong agree, in fact. And then on NES, Super Mario Bros. 3, Legend of Zelda, Mega Man 5, Tecmo Super Bowl, and Metroid round out the top 5. Then we got Dragon Warrior 4, showing a very strong, god damn it, showing. With a very strong showing. I am so bad about redundancy, chat. You know, we don't talk about this very much because I'm obviously a very eloquent and faultless speaker. But when it comes to my writing, one of the big weaknesses of my writing is I tend to be very redundant. Like once I get a phrase or structure in my head, I have this problem using it over and over and over. You're also really bad at redundancy. I just have this habit of using it over and over and over again. Dragon Warrior 4, Final Fantasy, Dr. Mario, Battletoads, Tetris, Mega Man 4, TMNT 3, Kirby's Adventure, Super Mario Bros. 2, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Tecmo NBA Basketball, Zelda 2, NES Open Tournament Golf, and Tiny Toon Adventures right at the end. I know what you mean, I always have to give things a read through before submitting, which is funny because I'm an editor. Like, I'm supposed to be catching stuff like that. Unlike Oddish, I will not just say the thing again. All right, chat, we come to a crossroads of something. What you're reading that from? PDF, Internet Archive, actually. Hang on a sec. I'll do, oh, that wasn't the right button. Oh God, and then I had to click on that, and that was bad and dumb. There we go. Let me just pop back here for a sec, real quick. Here. It's on archive.org. There you go. If you want to read through, not the entire, not the whole run of Nintendo Power. It gets kind of spotty after issue like 160 or something. But, I mean, for anyone seeking Nintendo Power nostalgia, I mean, you can't really beat having a free online resource for it, so. And we do this every Thursday and Saturday. We go through old issues of Nintendo Power, talk about the games in them, play them occasionally. Be fine to move on and see what other horrors await us. I'll give people a minute. I will say we're kind of at a crossroads here. At this point, it's not outside the realm of possibility that we finish the issue tonight. If y'all hold back on requests, I think we can kind of glide through now playing, because we played most, if not all of those games already. And if y'all are ready to just move on to the next issue, we can do that. We can actually do that. But I don't want to step on anybody else's toes if they're in the mood to inflict pain or pleasure upon all of us. So I'll give you 20, 30 seconds. Anybody wants to claw anything out of the top 20 before moving on? Since I'm linking y'all stuff, since I'm doing some due diligence tonight, I'm actually using a new NES music compilation right now. Which Mega Man level is this? Lol, it's not Mega Man. Try again. It does sound like a Mega Man song though, doesn't it? I think what it is, it sounds a lot like a Mega Man 2 song. Like, it really sounds like a companion piece to, like, Crash Man song. Oh, you've definitely heard it before, because it's from the original Double Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, OG Double Dragon. I think that's why everyone's heard it, but can't place it, because most people, when they think of Double Dragon, they think of Double Dragon 2. But this is from OG Double Dragon. The one everyone kind of remembers on the periphery of memory, but hasn't played in a hot minute. Alright, speaking of a hot minute, I am moving on. We are moving this train on to now playing. Oh boy, and we're starting with Ultima. We're in the danger zone, chat. Alright, from FCI, suggested retail price $69.99. 8 megabits of RPG. Back in the world of Lord British, you find yourself united with your companions of old, Dupre, Iolo, and Shimino. The epic quest begins when you pass through the Moon Gate only to find gargoyles invading Britannia. As in all Ultima games, you must travel far, fight many battles, gain experience, and weapons and information, solve riddles, and ultimately face a great power. This is the first Ultima RPG for the Super NES, and the improved graphics and sound really make a difference. The game also seems larger than early NES quests and more complex. You can ask information from people along the way, learning much if you ask the right questions. Other improvements in this battery pack game include a huge assortment of items to choose and use, a large world to explore, and real-time or automatic fighting. Yeah, Troddler's great value lemmings. I mean, I remember it wasn't bad, but it wasn't, like, great or anything either. On the plus side for Ultima, great depth and interesting storyline, more complexity than previous Ultima games, and super music. RPG fanatics should check it out. On the minus side, the overhead view looks almost straight down, so it's hard to see the characters in your party. Controlling the object cursor can be confusing at first. The battle interface controls are awkward as well. Y'all know what this one's from, right? I don't need to remind or refresh anybody. Like, we know... We all know where these dulcet tones are from, right? No? Somebody in chat does. Surely. Somebody in chat does. Everyone would know what this is if it was the Moon theme. It's from DuckTales. Yeah. And this song goes surprisingly hard for the game it's from. And this is from some game with a cat that uses a boxing clunker. Was not Rockin' Cats, as it turns out. I suppose it would have sounded similar, huh? Anyway, this one's from Chippendale. Sounded vaguely like Donkey Kong Country for a bit. Oh, I can kind of see that. Everything we're listening to tonight, though, is on the NES, though. Yeah, you got you got Deep Thought, the factory theme. Capcom really was at the top of the soundtrack game in this era. Crazy shit, absolutely crazy. This is a really good collection of songs too. I was hoping it's Jack Nicklaus's championship goal. Excuse me. All right, Troddlers from Seika. Suggested retail price $54.95, 4 megabits of strategy action. I noticed from this month with the game type, they're not getting as cheeky with the descriptions. They seem to be narrowing it down to actual identifiable genres, which honestly I appreciate. This action puzzle game may resemble lemmings or humans. Wow, name-dropping humans of all things. At first glance, but it's really quite different. You control a magician who uses blocks to create pathways for the wee Troddlers to follow to the exit. The challenge comes from placing the blocks correctly and cleverly using the limited numbers of blocks given on each stage. In a way, this game is more like a cross between Fire and Ice and Krusty's Funhouse, both solid platformers. Puzzlers, whatever, what the fuck ever. Troddler scores over both of those games by adding lots of option modes. You can play the 2-player option either as a team or as opponents. There's also a learning mode that teaches sophisticated techniques. They'll help you in the actual game. To top it off, Seika's includes Super NES mouse capability, and it works very smoothly. In fact, the game plays noticeably better with the mouse than the Super NES controllers. They mentioned a 2-player option to play as team or opponents, and it always reminds me that SNES Lemmings actually has a 2-player versus mode, and it's frankly brilliant. And I've always wanted to play it with people. How dare they insult Fire and Ice like this? On the plus side, good challenge and lots of options, including 2-player options, Super NES mouse compatibility, rich background graphics. On the minus side, creating blocks with a regular controller, Super Advantage can be awkward. Wow, name dropping the Super Advantage. Available now at your local electronics retailer. Super Turrican, also from Seika, $49.95, 4 megabits of sci-fi action. Sci-fi action comes to the Super NES with a vengeance in Super Turrican. Inside your powerful Turrican cyber suit, you'll battle the machine invasion of the planet Katakis. Not Arrakis? Although the game is more of a side-scroller than the NES version reviewed in the May issue of Nintendo Power, the action is more balanced. Super weapons make the game interesting along with some polished graphics. The weapons can be powered up 5 times, increase their potency. The coolest attack, however, is the Wheel of Energy, in which you become a semi-invincible spinning blade that can lay mines or throw bombs. Sounds very Super Metroid-y. In later stages, you'll take on alien horrors that look like the slavering creatures of the Alien movies. Expect non-stop action, a real challenge. You plug this pack into your Super NES. Plus side, terrific challenge in all stages and good graphics. Minus side, there's no way to shoot upward with your regular blaster. There's limits the effectiveness of your attack. 2-player Lemmings is seriously underappreciated. It absolutely is. It's crazy. They should have, you know what? I wonder. I'm gonna speculate for a minute here, chat. I wonder if the Lemmings series would have survived to the modern day if instead of like wandering around with like Lemmings 2 the Tribes and Lemmings 3D and whatnot, what if they had done an online version of PC Lemmings with like proper versus modes that you could like go online and connect with other players and just shit can their Lemmings while saving your own. I'm just spitballing here, you know? I don't have the answer. I don't have the magic solution for saving the Lemmings franchise, but I think turning it into an online competitive multiplayer game could have gone a long way. Honestly, chat, I just miss Lemmings. WWF Royal Rumble from Acclaim. We don't know how much they want for it, but 16 megabits of WWF wrestling simulation. Wrestling has never looked better or played better. Acclaim sequel WWF title raises the age-old question: what would happen if all these guys got in the ring at once? But that's not all three. That's not all there is to this game. The versus mode lets you pin your pals in more ways than ever before due to the improved play control and greater number of moves. Learn how the pros make their throws in this month's review. Plus side, superb graphics, excellent choice of moves, superior play control, great options. Wrestling fans will love it. I actually agree with all of this. I had a fantastic time playing Royal Rumble. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I was just mashing buttons. I didn't know how to do any of the moves or anything, and I had a great time with it. Minus side, more wrestlers and even more special moves would have been nice. Some of the old favorite wrestlers weren't included. Cry me a fucking river. Get over it. You have no idea what lies in your future. I'd watch a Lemmings tournament. Hell yes, I would watch a Lemmings tournament. That'd be awesome. Dungeon Master from JVC, retailing for $64.95. 8 megabits of RPG. RPG players have another option this month if they take a look at Dungeon Master. This is a one-player, first-person view quest to defeat the evil capital C Chaos. Again, I guess. As in most RPGs, using the viewpoint, winding through mazes and making maps are two vital skills. It's a dungeon crawler, chat. It is an SNES dungeon crawler. Enemy encounters along the way are met by your party of 4 heroes who individually wield magic and/or arms. You'll begin the quest by exploring the Hall of Heroes, from which you rejuvenate a party of 4 worthy adventurers. Rejuvenate? Odd. Once you're on your way, you'll encounter puzzles and enemies. Foes can be attacked using a simple, well-constructed command system. Just point and click at your chosen weapon or spell and display it to the right of the game window. Manipulating using objects requires more complex commands on a subscreen. Patient RPG players will find much of interest in this game. Plus side, good theme and depth of play, easy to use battle command system, wide range of hero characters to choose for your party. Minus side, movement in the first-person view can be very difficult and frustrating. Extensive mapping is required to find your way through the mazes. Using and storing items requires an inconvenient and lengthy process. Yeah, that sounds like an old dungeon crawler to me. Man, I played so much of Dungeon Master on the Apple back in the day. It's definitely not good by modern standards, but still. Shame our Dominic isn't out tonight. I know we have fans of dungeon crawlers in chat right now, but our Dominic is something of a dungeon crawler connoisseur, and I would be interested in hearing his take on Dungeon Master specifically. I mean, he's making his own dungeon crawler for Christ's sake, so. In No Stranger Paradise on SNES. Run Saber. This game was great. This game was probably the hidden gem of the issue, if we're being real here. From Atlas, retails for $59.99, 8 megabits of sci-fi action. Cyborgs must crush the alien threat to Earth in this action game for 1 or 2 players. Fans of Ninja Gaiden will feel right at home with the Saber characters. Yeah, kinda. Climb up walls, hand walk from rails, leap, spin, run, use sword-like weapons and special attack. The reason I hesitate on that one is I feel like Ninja Gaiden is a rather different pace of game, and I feel like in the platforming space, that's actually really important. Like, I get it, Run Saber, you're like a cyborg ninja. Ninja Gaiden, you're a ninja. You can climb walls and stuff, but Ninja Gaiden is at its core a very fast-paced game. If you try to take Ninja Gaiden slow and steady, you will suffer terribly. And this one is it doesn't quite have that same breakneck pace, I would say. Freaking Strider, you idiots. Had a really cool idea for a magic system. You had symbols that meant things like fire or air or whatever, and by stringing them together, you can cast different spells. Fire, fly, cast a fireball. That is really clever. I like that, Mizroy. Like, yeah, Grimrock has a similar magic system using like runes that you put together to like spell out spells. The review in this issue of Power will introduce you to a new action challenge. Plus side, big pluses, man. Super variety of stages keeps interest high. Yes, the stages in Run Saber were really, really interesting. Each of them was very unique and cool. Lots of moves and attacks, good play control. Teamwork in the two-player game adds a special dimension. That would have been interesting to try. Both male and female heroes make this an action game for everyone. I mean, that's a very 90s way of looking at gender equality and representation, but you know what? Fine, we'll take it. Minus side, the story is old as video games. I mean, I consider it a compliment to the game if that's the only negative they have against it, and I'm in total agreement. Run Saber was great. I thought it was super, super cool. Story is as old as video games, so relatively young. Learn spells by experimenting with the runes even if you don't know the spell. I love systems that let you do that. I really, really appreciate that. Man, there are a lot of SNES games this time. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? From High Tech. $69.95. 8 megabits of edutainment. Top to bottom, baby. Carmen Sandiego, notorious art thief, is back at work stealing the great pieces of art and smuggling them around the globe with her vile compatriots. Your job is to track down the criminals using the special crime computer and your knowledge of geography and world customs. No part of the globe is left untouched in this edutainment product, which is reviewed this month. Plus side, good mix of easy and difficult clues. Minus side, to be successful, you must already have a decent knowledge of geography. That's a good point. That is, in fact, a good point. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego isn't really going to teach you about geography. You kind of have to know geography first. I guess, unless you're really satisfied with learning from your mistakes over and over and over and over again. Here it is, the garbage corner. Absolute trash on this page. I mean, next up is Mario is Missing from Mindscape. Can you believe they charge $64.95 for the privilege of playing Mario is Missing? 8 megabits of edutainment, chat. PC version came with a World Out Almanac to look stuff up. See, that would have been nice. That would have been really, really nice. Lost artifacts are once again the basis for exploring the real world in this edutainment product from Mindscape. Nintendo's famous Super Mario characters appear in an exploration-oriented game. Learn more about Mario is Missing and the whole category of edutainment products in this month's special edutainment review. On the plus side, for young players, is a chance to learn about famous artifacts with some of their favorite characters. Lots of exploring without the chance of being defeated. On the minus side, if you're looking for an edutainment product, you found it. If you're looking for a Mario game, you may be left scratching your head. I will give Nintendo Power the tiniest bit of credit on Mario is Missing. They did make it as clear as they possibly could have that Mario is Missing is not a Mario game. I was a moron child and didn't listen and rented it from Blockbuster. And let me tell you, that was a miserable, tragic weekend for me. Bubsy. From Accolade, retailing for $69.95. 16 megabits of action. Bubsy bounces like a rubber ball and winks like someone who knows the lowdown. He's a wise, crackin', woolly, stompin', furry-faced feline hero. What's more, the game in which his Bobcat stars is even more fun than the charismatic character. I mean, it's not hard to get higher than 0, really. Big stages with endless twists, sight gags, traps, and fun weirdness are the rule. Bubsy can glide like a bird, jump like a rocket, find warp zones, and take any number of routes through each vast stage. Pick up some tricks in this month's review. Did you cover up Bubsy on purpose? No. But I did cover up Bubsy. On the plus side, such as there is, some of the best character animation we've ever seen in a video. No. No, it really isn't. It really isn't. Speed challenge fun and 16 ways to bite the big one. They talking about dicks? One of the best character action games around. No. During high jumps, the background parallax view can cause havoc to your sense of direction placement, resulting in poor landings. No, I think that's just the shit game design doing that, honestly. Yes, that was Adventure Link. Just before this. I don't want to bite the big one, whatever that is. Let's just roll right on to another classic, Alien 3. Maybe the 8th best mascot platformer named Bubsy. A game from Acclaim this time, $54.95, 8 megabits of sci-fi action adventure. NP hasn't tried to sell us on shit this hard since the Toads. Dude, I know! It's so depressing. Why would you go to bat for Bubsy of all characters? Awesome action with non-stop danger. Ripley crash lands on Fiorina 161, also known as Fury. The work prison on this desolate planet has been overrun by aliens. I'll never get over. I mean, I get why they did it. Ultimately, lack of creativity on the developer's part, but I'll never get over how all the Alien 3 games have the planet just absolutely, completely overrun by xenomorphs, whereas actual Alien 3 is just the one. Armed with a flamethrower, machine gun, rocket launchers, and a tracker, Ripley must find the surviving inmates and carry out 8 missions. Computer terminals throughout the base give you mission briefings. You also get to check out the train using blueprints before hurling Ripley into the action. Once you're in the corridors of the base, expect aliens to come at you from every side, constantly. Ripley's only hope is to find the caches of extra ammo and medical supplies to heal herself as she moves through the huge base. One of the great things about this action-adventure action is that although a side-scrolling view is used, you have multiple pathways to choose within each area of the prison base. Ripley can run, jump, crouch, and climb, and shoot in any direction. If all that isn't enough, the intro cinema scenes do a great job of transporting you into the future and setting the dark mood of the movie. Bubsy knows where the bodies are buried. On the plus side, great action, excellent graphics, sound, a wide variety of missions keep things interesting. Maybe the best action adventure since Super Star Wars. Okay. On the minus side, there's no mapping feature to help locate your position within the vast maze of prison compound. Blueprints on the prison can be accessed only in computer terminals or in Nintendo Power's review next month. Great. So y'all are gonna get another shot at Alien 3 regardless. That's, well, I'm all a titter then. Tough Enough from Jaleco. Suggested retail price, 16 megabits of street fighting action, you say. King Jade may be the ultimate fighting machine, but if you successfully challenge his champions in the tower, you'll have the chance to prove he's just a wimp in a crown. 3 modes of street fighting action make Tough Enough one of the most versatile street fighting games. The story mode includes a password so you can continue your ascent up the tower at your own speed. The versus computer and versus man options pit you against another player of the game using one of 4 fighting heroes. Special moves for each character will become stronger and more outrageous after winning 3 victories. 4 levels of special moves requiring 12 wins helps keep interest high. Graphics and sound of this massive 16 megabit game pack are very impressive. I feel like I've never heard of this before. Big block of positives. Good graphics, sound, play control, and options make Tough Enough a well-balanced game. Password feature on the story mode is a welcome addition. 4 levels of specialty moves that are upgraded with wins gives you something new to master as you ascend the tower. On the minus side, the 4 champions which you can choose is too limited. So it's a fighting game with only 4 playable characters? Yeah. Even Street Fighter 2 launched with 8. Manic Lives! Good evening, Manic. How you doing tonight? Our Dominic! I have a question for you. We don't normally do this, but I'm gonna roll back for a second. Our Dominic, Dungeon Master, top right, your thoughts, please. I am woefully unfamiliar with this one. You played it before we discussed it. Jaleko had this game took enough. Would they change the name to be less goofy? Never Guess What Tough Enough was called in Japan. It was called Dead Dance. That's interesting. Yeah, that's badass. Man, they should have just stuck with that. Marketing would have loved that. I've been thinking about playing it, so knowing what the best port of Dungeon Master would be nice. Supposed to be a legendary dungeon crawler. Never played on SNES. Dungeon Master is a classic real-time dungeon crawler. Okay, cool. Cool. According to Nintendo Power, it's got a good theme, depth of play, easy to use battle commands, but they don't like movement in first person or the inventory system. So it may be a case of the port just having really bad controls outside of the battle system. All right, cool. Just wanted to check in with you on that one. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're doing well tonight. One of those best of its era dungeon crawlers. That's nice. Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. I think the only notable aspect of this game is the suggested retail price from THQ is $39.95. Maybe because they know it's ass on toast. 8 megabits of comic action. The moose and squirrel from Frostbite Falls have a case of art theft on their hands. Beginning in the snow-capped Grimalaya Mountains with Bullwinkle climbing a crumbling crag, our heroes must track down Boris and Natasha to recover the missing masterpiece. The graphics look like the classic cartoons. The gameplay is limited to simple jumping, dodging, and hitting. The game also includes 2 bonus games with Dudley Do-Right and Sherman and Peabody. Plus side. A lot of pluses. What the fuck? Somebody was high on something when they were writing the copy for this issue. Graphics and music faithfully reproduce the look and sound of the cartoon. The bonus stages give players a different look and different play actions. A continued feature lets you begin at the furthest stage you reach. The suggested retail price is very reasonable. Oh, God. When one of your biggest positives is, well, it's cheap. Mine aside, play control is limited for each character, in some cases awkward. Bullwinkle's antler attack is limited and awkward and offensive move. Hit detection is poor, especially when jumping. Especially when jumping narrow platforms, little of the actual humor of the cartoon is conveyed in the game. I mean, those all tend to be issues with licensed cartoon games. They just tend to be low quality, low effort platformers that don't really capture the appeal of the property. But Dungeon Crawler is going to be diving into Wizardry 1 next year, so in a few days, decide on the PS1 release. Going to be getting back into an idea I had a while ago, playing all the games in the CRPG book. Interesting. Very cool, Shadows. Let us know how that goes. Well, I'm sure you'll let us know how it goes, but I'll be very interested to know your thoughts as you go through them. Speaking of thoughts, let's share some thoughts on Super Widget from Atlas for $59.99. 8 megabits of, again, comic action. Widget, the Purple Apprentice World Watcher must try. Okay, chat, while I'm reading through this, what the fuck is Widget? Like, I remember this was a TV show at some point, but what the Christ was this all about? Somebody fill in the gaps here, please. Must travel from Earth to the rim of the galaxy in order to become a first-class world watcher. The graphics are rich with large characters befitting the younger audience to which the game is targeted. Simple mechanics of play, running, jumping, and punching change as Widget transforms into a dozen different characters. Transformation into odd but fun characters is the most inventive part of this action game. Specialized characters range from an octopus widget to a dragon widget. Each transformation power-up appears in a stage where that particular transformation comes in most handy. Throughout the game, there are special power-ups and bonus stages. A perfect run through certain stages will take you to a bonus area. This is a one-player game with a password. Plus side, big colorful graphics, lots of stages to explore. Widget can transform into fun characters with special attacks. Good play control. Minus side, poor hit detection. The kiss of death for so many old platformers and new platformers if we're being serious here. Widget often falls through objects upon which he appears to be standing. Younger players who would otherwise find this game a lot of fun might find it frustrating because Widget can take so few hits. What the fuck? Widget was made by the same dude as Voltron. Oh, was he a Save the Earth cartoon? Okay, fair enough. I don't give a shit about those. PTO, yeah, PTO stands for Pacific Theater of Operations. It's a war sim. Bullshit, let's get to it. PTO from Koei, $74.95. This is a premium product, grognards only. 12 megabits of historical war simulation on tap. The Second World War ranged across the globe from Northern Europe to the sweltering South Pacific. The war in the Pacific covered the largest territory of most that was open ocean, so it was a war characterized by naval engagements. Koei's PTO, Pacific Theater of Operations, recreates much of that historic conflict in incredible detail. As a commander of Japanese or Allied forces, he must make all the strategic and tactical decisions from their supply of bases to theater-wide ship movements. Paid time off definitely sounds better. Widget showed Jim Cummings, Cam Clark, Tress McNeil, and so on. Damn. History buffs should enjoy the scope of the game, either recreating battles that actually took place, or using the built-in scenarios, or implementing their own strategies. PTO is the most complex... Damn. PTO is the most complex Koei game to date. That is really saying something. Anyone expecting a quick and easy war strategy game would do better to look at Super Conflict. And man, Super Conflict was pretty complicated too. But players who are willing to master the intricacies of PTO in spite of its clunky interface will experience the truest war sim available on any video game system. Plus side, great complexity and historical realism, minus a complex control system utilizing pull-down menus makes the game difficult to play without a great deal of practice and patience. Super NES mouse capability not included. You'll wish it was. Is Japan the bad games of this? Certainly not. Certainly not. Not after powering through Rocky and goddamn Bullwinkle. I think Peter Cullen was in Widget 2. That doesn't mean much. Peter Cullen was in fucking everything. Every cartoon in the 80s and early 90s, Peter Cullen was in. Wizardry's dungeon crawling influenced a lot of games as combat serves as basis for battle systems, stuff like Dragon Quest. Meanwhile, Ultima's overworld exploration structure influenced just as many titles. Mighty Final Fight. We were just talking about this from Capcom. 2 megabits of scrolling street fighting action. Might as well say, hey, Frank Welker was in this. Yeah, exactly. Scrolling street fighting action comes to the NES from Capcom. Choose Cody, Guy, or Hagar to punch and kick his way through 5 stages as Month's Mighty Final. Non-stop street fighting action, game control is precise and quick. Few special moves are available, no 2-player option. Womp womp. The Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt. Not the one you're thinking of, chat. From Ocean. Suggested retail, $49.95, 2 megabit comic action. Pugsley must find the hidden members of the family in a side-scrolling action game that closely resembles the first Super NES Addams Family game. Enter the weird world of the Addamses in this month's review, if you dare. Sharp play control and lots of foes and traps will keep action fans hopping. Minus side, the graphics are a bit bleak in comparison to the beautifully rendered Super NES Addams Family games. Play the original Addams Family for the Super NES, you can skip this little brother version. Entirely true, if you're asking me. I'm gonna waste some more time on T2, the arcade game? Great. Bubble Bobble Part 2 from Taito. 2 megabit strategy action. That's an interesting way to put it. More Bubble Bobble action puzzles mean more challenges. Month's review looks at the NES sequel Bubble Bobble. Greatly improved graphics over the original game. A lasting challenge. Minus side, although the puzzles are new, the gameplay is basically the same as the original. If you like the original, you'll like the sequel. If it's not, safe to say you won't find anything new. Some NES songs, not many, but some NES songs just have this like mesmerizing quality to them. Oh, it's so nice. So nice, dude. Gargoyles Quest 2 from Capcom. Retail price not available because it didn't make it here. Shows like 3 minutes of Bubble second ignition. Alright, fine. Really, really good set of analog synth covers of NES Metroid music. Yeah, please do. Please do, I like that. Two Bobble. Firebrand the Gargoyle returns to the Game Boy format where he began. Actually, this game is virtually identical to the excellent NES game that appeared last year. Expect both action RPG elements as Firebrand fights for the rights of gargoyles everywhere. Nintendo Power Review in this issue will help you get started on the quest, except it doesn't fucking matter because it doesn't get released here. Classic game with a wide variety of play from action to RPG. On the minus side, if you're really into this game, the NES version with its color graphics is a better bet. I mean, it kind of worked out, really. Just stick with the NES version. That's all you really need. And T2, the arcade game from Acclaim. Suggested retail $27.95. A 1 megabit arcade shooter. I'm proud of you, chat. You held out for so long. I mean, it's really just Manic. And Manic wasn't here for the spiel, so. But also, the spiel kind of doesn't matter because we're right at the end of the issue anyway. So, like, even whatever you request tonight, we're still finishing the issue, so. Put the arcade experience in the palm of your hand with his adaptation of the hit shooter. Well, the experience may not quite be the same. Still, fans of the arcade game will have to master a new challenge in a familiar setting. For a closer look, check out this month's review. Plus side, the shooter uses a simple idea, but it's challenging due to the number of targets and the fact the targets are shooting back. Wow, amazing, Nintendo Power. They really broke the mold with this one, didn't they? Where you shoot at enemies that shoot back at you. Unbelievable. Wow. Incredible. Minus side, the small screen graphics are dark enough to make aiming difficult. Spiel? Cliff Notes on the spiel? When we got to the top 20, nobody was requesting anything, and I mentioned that if people were able to keep their cool, keep their heads, then it was pretty likely that we'd actually be able to finish the issue tonight, which we are. People did that, and now we've made it to the end. And now that we have made it to the end, you're entirely welcome to just request whatever the hell you want. Because at this point, we got 30 minutes until quitting time. I can definitely play a bunch of shitty Game Boy games, and also 3 minutes of Bobble too. So, you're fine. You're fine. You didn't miss anything important. There was a spiel for the moment, but the moment has passed, and we are in safer pastures now because we basically guaranteed that we're gonna finish this issue tonight. And Star Trek: The Next Generation, which I'm kind of surprised to see this soon. From Absolute, $27.95, 1 megabit action simulation. This Game Boy sci-fi simulation puts you in the captain's seat of the latter-day Enterprise. You command Worf, Data, LaForge, O'Brien, and Riker. The game takes the form of a series of missions. For instance, you must rescue a freighter near Rigel 3, which is under attack from a Ferengi ship. Although the premium is on shooting, there are enough other activities to keep players engaged. Trekkies should definitely check this one out. Plus, I'd have excellent graphics of the Enterprise's computer displays, that's LCARs, and realistic alien spacecraft. 100 missions? Holy Jesus! How did you get 100 anything on the Game Boy? Good Lord. Minus side, there's no hailing option to contact alien vessels. Maneuvering during battles can be awkward since you much swish range. Alright, so we have reached the end of the requesting phase. Let's see, so I'll find other ways to disappoint you. Had that game, never liked it much. Let me, real quick, no, we gotta do Super Widget anyway. I'm gonna do the Game Boy stuff first. We might as well just get the pain out of the way. Really depending on the Trekkies being engaged enough to play all 100 missions. Yeah, I imagine they get pretty repetitive pretty fast, too. Like, 100 missions doesn't mean much if it's like 50 variations of shoot hostile alien ship. I may have requested TNG just to hear Audit do a bad Picard impression. Oh, bad Picard impression. I can do. You've come to the right place for bad impressions. Anyway, let's get T2 on deck. This won't take long. This truck has started to move. The worse, the better. Oh, you're in luck, my friend. Oh, boy. It'd be so much easier to handle if I wasn't hacking and coughing. $3 billion, yeah, I know. Los Angeles, yeah, it sucks. Sucks for everybody. God, I hate this game. God, this game is ass. It's all the excitement of the arcade, chat. Fuck's sake. Okay, don't shoot the resistance this time. This is Atari 2600 levels of sound design. Honestly, I feel like that's being cruel to the Atari. Oh god, it's so bad. It's so bad. Our one saving grace is that basically the stage 1 boss is impossible. So we can only play it up to that point. The arcade was ass too. I just remember watching people play the arcade game, and like the first stage is like you have to protect that pickup truck, and literally no one could do it. Like everyone would always lose. Every time. Without fail. They would fail without fail. Also, I love that your gun shoots slower the less ammo you have. That's very realistic.
I like it.
I don't. I think it's balls. Put, 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 put. Here we go. This is gonna be great, chat. And you just die. Like, the game's like, fuck you, you just die. Because you stop things from hurting you by shooting them. But since it's a boss, you can't, like, it's just gonna get guaranteed damage on you. Are you damaging it? According to Nintendo Power, this is what you're supposed to do. Once you blow up the top of it, you're supposed to shoot the center of the treads. And that's T2 the arcade game, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, because I didn't. Alright, let's play some... do some trekking. Let's get tricky with it. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I totally forgot there was a next generation game on Game Boy. I remember the Super NES one, because the Super NES one's actually pretty interesting. But I have no memory or knowledge of this one. Star... Wreck. Oh, God almighty. There is a third Star Trek game on the Game Boy. What happened to the keep going option? What, is it not there? Oh, what a tragedy. What a shame that is. This entertainment is absolute. You have to call on a bunch of various bridge crew stations to do the tasks, as well as a bunch of minigames. That is a very solid rendition of the Next Generation theme. Alright, I gotta give him a little credit here, chat. It's like 95% of the way there. That's pretty decent. Good for them. Start game. Transport the colonists up from planet Altair 6. Make it so. A lethal virus has been detected on the planet. Hope you enjoy. That's where all the effort went. Lieutenant Worf, fire phasers. I already forgot what we're supposed to do. I have nothing to report at this time, sir. Okay, well, let's get out of here. Oh, I think I just raised shields, which I don't think I should do. Pew, 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 pew. Chief O'Brien. Beam up. Ship must be in orbit before the transporter can be used, sir. Okay. Can we romance the virus? No! Okay, so... who's at the helm right now? Course. Oh, we're in orbit around Earth. Oh my god. Take us to Altair 6 then. Oh, you can choose what warp to take. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Warp 5, engage. Decide to ignore the virus and just go to Risa. Alright, put us in orbit. We must be close to the planet in order to attempt to orbit. Well, then get over to the fucking planet, bro. Oh, you can go to Bajor. That's interesting. You can go to Iconia? Okay, sure. Okay, so hang on, what do we need? Power, repair, damage. What's Riker do? Riker's just here to remind us of what we're supposed to do. That's funny. Put us... So do we need to, like, scan for it? Planet. Oh, good. The planet has no damage. I'm happy to hear about that. Well, how do you propose we fucking... Okay, cool. No, it's just engineering shit. Yours is shields and weapons. We must be in orbit. Just move. Oh, okay, okay. Well, how do I... Hang on. How do I change our, like, our heading? We need to... Okay. Oh, okay. You get out of the... Okay. There... Okay. Okay. Now I get it. Okay. This is honestly kind of neat. How close can you to the... Oh, okay. Okay, hang on. Can you put us in orbit now? Yes. Okay, great. Oh, it's a... Oh, fuck. It's a minigame. Oh, my God. We have to fucking fly the Enterprise through a bunch of Superman 64 rings to get in orbit around this planet. Like, why though? All right, we are in orbit. Chief, beam us some motherfuckers up. Oh my God, no wonder why being transported, no wonder being transported, Chief, is so hard. Oh my God. Wait, beam their asses up, dude. I'm out of power? Oh, wait, maybe we need to do... What in God's name is going on? So other than that, shield, I think we want transporters, right? Oh, but that's not gonna go to transporters, shit. No wonder O'Brien was grumpy all the time. Okay, that should go to transporters. Oh no, it won't go to transporters, shit! That wasn't very helpful, Jordy. This is so confusing. I hate it. Don't think you need to boost it to do this. Shields must be lowered, but I accidentally put the shields up, I guess. Like, I don't understand how this game works. Like, I don't seem to be improving the whole lock-on much. It's getting there-ish. But sometimes I'm on him and the lock goes down. Like, I don't really get it. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Hover over until it's full, but like sometimes when I'm hovering over it, it doesn't fill up. Like sometimes it goes down instead of up. Maybe I'm supposed to do this for, but then he's getting, like, I can't approve that situation. There's also a big area to be scanning. So this is supposed to do one of them, you have to figure out which. It says object 4. I feel like the lock meter is just trying to tell you like... Oh, wait. Oh, it is a specific one. You're right. It was hot and cold with the lock meter. Because I have to do them in a specific order. Okay. So not that guy. That guy. This makes like transporting people seem kind of like horrible and invasive. I did it. They just starts, he's like turned to ash. He just starts screaming incoherently. What's next? The colonist has been removed from the threat of lethal infection and brought it aboard the Enterprise. Your mission has been successfully completed successfully. Rank Ensign, password Q. Okay. A freighter near Iconia is about to suffer a warp core breach. Rescue the crew before the freighter explodes. Oh, this ought to be great, chat. Will take us to Iconia. Take us to Iconia, maximum warp. I did. I captured all the Vax deniers. I wonder if there's any reason not to go to maximum warp. It feels like the kind of thing that they probably just included for like realism or whatever. Actually, honestly, we need to scan this shit. Sensor to indicate the presence of other ships in the sector. Okay. So... Are we under attack? Are you for real with this shit? Shields up. Alright, Commander Data. Lieutenant Commander Data. Talarian. Okay. Tolarian's bad guys? I don't even remember. Randall LaForge. No. Chief O'Brien. Shields must be. Oh right, yeah. I still got my shields up. All right. Let's be close to the other ship and we're use transport. Okay. How about now? Yay! I love this minigame. Alright, we got 2 more objects somewhere here. Where are they? This is apparently a much bigger freighter than I gave them credit for. Come on. Come on, you want to be off this ship. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Crew of the freighter is safe, though their ship has exploded. Congratulations, you've earned a promotion. My rank is lieutenant, my password is Barkley. I had to look them up. There was an episode where a human kid was raised in Tolarian society. Picard tried to bring him back to human society. We're really realizing, wait, no. This is the only life this kid knows. I'm in the wrong. How about that? Tolarian vessels approach planet Catan. Constitutes a violation of our peace treaty with their government. Destroy them. Ton, maximum warp. Warp 9, engage. I gotta say, like, this does seem like a game that would appeal to Trekkies. It's very simple going through the motions of bridge command, but it is bridge command. And that's cool. Sensors indicate the presence of some motherfuckers. Like that motherfucker. Worf! Shields up! No, not Dave. No, god damn it. Good, you colored in the picture. Amazing. Alright, where'd that motherfucker go? Phasering the shit out of him. Boom! How's that for diplomacy, motherfucker? Nice. Tolarian attempt to invade Catan has been thwarted. Yes, this is the next generation that I know and love. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Neat game, honestly. This is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool way to handle that. All right, we did that shit. Bibbidi bob, hibbity bibbity, bibbity skibbity bobop. Hang on, so let's start with mouse. Scrape off, Jim. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Bobble. Again. Oh god, why did that happen? Oh no, some bullshit. One player me. Now it is the beginning of a fantastic story. Let's make a journey to the Cave of Monsters. Good luck. Round 01. The fuck out of my life. Turn into ice cream. Oh, well, I won anyway, so eat shit. You guys ever played Rainbow Islands? What? No, I don't believe so. What is Rainbow Islands? Well, shit. How do I... Wait, how do I get up there? I was unaware you could do this. Ah, screen wraps, okay. Shaboom. Also, you go Bubble Bobble in which the monster become human kids and platforms by pissing out rainbows. Yeah, like I said, I just don't really care for these games. I'm just not interested in them. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but I've just never really found much appeal in them. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, weirdly got two separate ports of Famicom and NES by totally different teams. Interesting. They all turned it into upturned butts. That guy is on fire. Ow. Silly me. Try to be. Oh, God. I also suck at these games, so there is that. Oh, Spike Hat bots look like dicks when you bubble. Oh, God. All right. Last game of the evening. Last game of the evening. In fact, let's assure ourselves of this. Bloop. And what an auspicious end to the evening it shall be. All the super games we could have played. Atlas. They have a cool looking logo. Give them a little credit for that. Press button. Press button. Widget, there is growing evil on Earth. You must stop it. Well, I guess he fucked up then, because look where we are now. You must prove yourselves and graduate from Apprentice World Watcher. Good luck. What? I can see that man's brain, I think. Either that or he has hot dog buns in his transparent skull. This place is Vegaland. Let's go get Ratchet. I love getting Ratchet on the weekends. Oh, I have... Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Alrighty, then. Let's punch those guys in their faces. I think that's what we're doing. I'm a duck? Why? I'm a... Oh, God. What? This is fucked. Protect's power is shapeshifting into like fucking living horrors, apparently. I mean, okay, that's kind of a neat effect. I like that. That's cool. I don't like anything else is going on at the moment. Okay, that apparently just turns into the same thing. You gotta love a protagonist that spends most of their time just running around collecting their own symbols. Oh my Jesus! Holy sweet mother of God. Who the fuck is this guy? And then... Okay. Do any of my other buttons do anything? No, they don't actually. None of the other buttons in this game do anything. You can jump and you can shoot. That is definitely the mark of quality in a platformer. You had a controller with like 6 fucking control buttons and you can do exactly 2 things. Most Freydorus did move on to major stuff like character design in the Mario Kart games. Well, good for him. Glad he was able to escape this purgatory. There's 2 doors. Inside of you, there are 2 doors. And Witch's power has become Eldritch Horror from beyond the stars. Yeah, tell me about it. Honestly, pretty fucked. And like, this is another... Oh, Lord, what's going on? Okay, so now I can fly? Okay. Okay, this seems pretty cool. I'm okay with this. This is another thing about these licensed games. I feel like if you are making a licensed game, like, one of your considerations should honestly be to make it, like, appeal to people who don't automatically know the character going in. Like, licensed games shouldn't only be for fans of the licensed property. They should also be a gateway to the property for people that are unfamiliar with it. This is Blue Beach. Watch out for tidal waves. Please kill me. My life is suffering. Oh, why did I touch that? That other thing was so good. That crab looks like a frog. No, really, that crab looks like a frog. It's a crog. Sound program, move on to sound programming in Quest 64. Look, man, career moves in the game industry are difficult. You don't know what's gonna be the next big hit. Quest, I feel like at the time, a lot of people were excited about Quest 64. Like, why is there some kind of fucking space pig? And why is he naked? And why is he on his hind legs? And why, wait, what just happened? Oh my God. Okay. I apparently got mode 7 into a water level. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I feel like there was a lot of legitimate excitement for Quest 64. Like the first big RPG on the N64. I mean, that was a big deal. Like the Super Nintendo really made a lot of its fame off of its RPGs, you know? So I think with the N64, people were really excited to see what kind of RPGs were gonna make it on there. And then Quest 64 just kind of ruined things for everybody. Also, apparently instead of legs now, I have a little propeller dick. Holy what? This is why you don't feed gremlins after midnight, chat. Credit for monster design. It is a pretty cool looking design. Context of being very simplistic beginner level RPG. I actually don't hate Quest 64 that much. I mean, that's fine. But a lot of people do. Oh, what this shit is going on now? Is this like some kind of bonus level? Is this the Rainbow Road of Widget? Camera results is just like too much to play so much worse. Quest 64 biggest sin is being a beginner level RPG and people are expecting someone on the level of Chrono Trigger. Widget Dr. Dante grabbed Brian from Wonderland. And I care why? Okay, I can already tell this was gonna hurt my eyes, so I think we're done. I think we can call this issue done. I think we're good. That's enough widgeting for one night. Gotta be the show theme in the background. Alright, anyway, let's do the wrap up, chat. Let's run through Pack Watch and see what we got to look forward to. Well, we got a couple big names right here, right up front. Street Fighter 2 Turbo and Mortal Kombat! Including Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy, which I'm sure is gonna be a fucking party. The game that started a revolution, both video arcades and home video gaming world returns bigger, badder, better, badder, bigger, badder, big bad, water bed, Beetleborgs. Street Fighter 2 Turbo features one of the best titles of the year. Recent Cyber CES brings the outstanding actually, yeah. We know, we get it. Turbo combines both Turbo mode and the Championship Edition mode and a humongous 20 megabit game pack. The first 20 megabit game for the Super NES. Gameplay and animation are faster, increased speed of characters, new special moves. Oh, yeah. That's right, they actually gave him new moves for this one. Okay, cool. Over the past several months, you probably heard an earful of rumors about claims adaptation of Mortal Kombat for the Super NES. Man, I already know where this one's going. The loudest of these myths is that Mortal Kombat will be made into some wimpy shadow of its arcade self. Yeah, it will be. At Packwatch, we thought you should be the judge. Check out these fantastic shots. 60 megabit game was programmed by one of the best teams in the industry. It's sculptured software and it shows. Not only the arcade quality graphics preserved, but the dramatic and rather graphic nature of the game. Okay, no. This one is infamous, chat. This one is infamous in the game industry. So short version is The Super NES version of Mortal Kombat got sanitized. They took out pretty much all the blood and I think watered down a bunch of the fatalities. The Genesis version, however, as far as I know, got the full arcade treatment. No watering down whatsoever, and they just fucking ate Nintendo's lunch on this. Sega absolutely did what Nintendo didn't. Yeah. And they learned their lesson from that too. If I remember correctly, Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo is full glory. Sega port was censored by default, had a really easy to find cheat code that put in all the blood. So yeah, Nintendo's set up to learn a pretty hard lesson here, and Nintendo Power is already doing damage control on it. MS-DOS port of Mortal Kombat was actually great. Dare say the best of the earlier home ports. I didn't even know there was a DOS port of it. That's really interesting. Might actually have to look that up. And then, of course, there's Jurassic Park, the biggest adventure in history and prehistory. It's on its way to your Super NES Oceans. Jurassic Park features overhead views and first-person 3D perspectives on interior stages that utilize smoothly scrolling Mode 7 effects. Game due this fall puts you in the JP compound where a menagerie of dinosaurs is running loose. Excuse me. Besides defending yourself, you must outwit the cunning raptors who are chasing you. Cool. Gameplay includes finding items and weapons both inside buildings and outside the park. And the coolest part of the game, however, is the great dinosaur graphics and digitized sound that will send chills up and down your spine. Oh shit! Who cares about that? Mega Man X on the horizon. What we got here? Yeah, I mean, that looks exactly like what I remember the arcade version looking like. That looks spot on.
Kano wins.
Sounds like it too. Even the polite golf clapping. All right, we got a bunch of stuff from Konami here. TMT Tournament Fighter, but not just that. Tiny Toon Adventures 2, which I wasn't aware was a thing, and Batman the Animated Series on Game Boy. Also, the worst of Konami is the third TMNT Game Boy sequel due out at the end of the year. I thought we played that one. I could have. Wait, third sequel? Does that mean fourth Game Boy TMT game? Because we played the third one, right? I'm pretty sure we played the third Game Boy TMNT because it's a Metroidvania. Apparently straight up source port of the arcade version. Lend all the devs all the source code. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's honestly the way they should do it. Nintendo Sports News. I don't give a shit. Mega Man X. More Mega Man action is on the way from Capcom. In fact, more Mega Man sequels are due this year than you might believe. The biggest news by far is the coming of Mega Man X, the first Super NES Mega Man title. The game looks super and features the tried and true gaming actions that made Mega Man a video game classic. The big surprise that Dr. Wily is not included, which, yeah, for the time was actually a pretty big shocker. It's a whole new story with an array of new and formidable robotic enemies to be conquered. Also on the way are Mega Man 6 for the NES and Mega Man 4 for Game Boy. So yeah, at this point, they didn't even have the one, I guess, mainline Mega Man game where Dr. Wily wasn't the final villain. Excuse me. Can't believe that Out of This World came before Mega Man X. Crazy to think about, isn't it? Alright, there's also a Game Boy version of Wayne's World, which nobody's gonna give a shit about. And Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which... from Ubisoft? Maybe be okay. Alright. Finally, Pack Watch. Oh god, I see Super FX. FX Tracks. Stunt Race FX, whatever the fuck they're gonna end up calling it. Alright. Summer CES in Chicago. Okay, let me skim through this for you real quick. You're gonna have to go Disney's Beauty and the Beast won more Academy Awards than any animated film in recent memory. Hudson's Beauty and the Beast for Super NES may be positioned to make just big of a hit. Hudson also showed Felix the Cat for Game Boy. Capcom had Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Aladdin, and Mega Man X. Goof Troop, which we've already played some of. Second Super FX game, FX Track, a name that may change, will change. Trade West Super Off-Road the Baja, which is this one here. I don't think I've ever played that one before. What else we got? Oh, Plock. Trade West Wild Character Action Game The Baja will be released by October. Cool Spot from Virgin Games. Young Merlin. I remember being fascinated by the coverage of Young Merlin. I suspect it's not a very good game, but we'll see. Game Tech's Family Feud. Game Boy pack called Pinball Dreams. That's shown down here. Tecmo unveils long-awaited Super Tecmo Bowl for the Super NES. NFL Quarterback Club from Acclaim. Alright. Whole bunch of stuff coming up on the horizon, chat, but we'll see how that's gonna work out next time. Oh boy, we did it! Issue 50 done and dusted! Next time, we have a lot of the same shit to look forward to. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Alien 3, Jurassic Park on the NES, which I have absolutely no memory of whatsoever. And we get a second swing at Star Trek The Next Generation if y'all want it. And that's it. We've done it. We've done it. I'm thinking. Should we go ahead and start issue 51 on Saturday? Do y'all want to go ahead and get into it? If I remember correctly, 51 is gonna go pretty fast. It's not... There's not much of note in it, so we may be able to just, like, clear through that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Especially since I'm doing a bunch of requested stuff tomorrow night. As a reminder, tomorrow night is going to be our first ever Doom Peak night. I have been requested to take looks at 3 things. A user-made module for Neverwinter Nights, Tunic, and Trio the Punch. So we'll be spending our scant 3 hours together tomorrow night on those. And then on Saturday, we'll go ahead and start issue 51, which, again, I suspect will go pretty fast and get us on to greener pastures from there. No stream on Sunday, of course, and then Monday, we're right back to Morrowind with the start of Tribunal, the Tribunal expansion. I'm very excited about that. Anyway, chat, I'm going to go find somebody for y'all to raid and let you go, because I need to rest my throat. I'm having a bit of a moment here, and I need to take it easy, I think. Oh, what's this Bassie's doing? Bassie is playing Mega Man something. That's all I need to hear. So let me send you over there, shall I? Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for, well, first of all, for surviving my first hour of bloviating about games on Steam and the Serious Sam saga. But then after that, thanks for joining me on this whirlwind tour of the last couple pages of issue 50 of Nintendo Power. It's still kind of remarkable to me that we made it through 50 whole issues of this, even if it did take us several years to do that. We really are approaching some of the Super NES's golden years in terms of releases and fascinating games to check out. So I'm pretty excited to get to all that with all y'all. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for our first ever Doom Peak night. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.